macho. Rubbing on crude, walking nude in a poncho. Mic check, snap a neck in the Congo. Banging on my chest, yelling R.I.P. Fonzo. You hear me yet? You side betting Lonzo? I hit my point, I was bugging like Gonzo. You called the house peppercine by your side yet? You wanna catch rep, but you ain't found a time yet. Pump, you faking, you ain't making bacon. Still saying why Assalamu alaikum. Hit me on the pager, call me Troy Aikman. Oops, I'm an iPhone, must have been mistaken. Papa 40, get drunk, cry alone. Put a jam into your dome, put a trigger dial on. No sympathy for whack ducks or rap clones. It's a cold, harsh world, make it hurt, get gone.
Better be alert when we come to work, could we make it hurt? Come on. Better be alert when we come to work, could we make it hurt? Come on. Better be alert when we come to work, could we make it hurt? Come on. Better be alert when we come to work, could we make it hurt? Let's go. Coming at you early and often, don't care what you're offering, you'll be late in a coffin. Deadline, step into me, landmine. Money Mayweather, yeah, I land mine. Showtime, this ain't the Apollo, the leader to follow. Y'all wish you could bottle Genie. Rub me the wrong way, for you be a long day. Mayday, Mayday, get it on the same day, delivery. Back on some, remember me? Learn firsthand, misery love company. Better think twice when you come for me. Gonna need more than a bed to comfort thee. I apply y'all the melody, rockabye baby, there's no recovery. Better be alert when we come to work, could we make it hurt? Come on. Better be alert when we come to work, could we make it hurt? Come on. Better be alert when we come to work, could we make it hurt? Come on. Better be alert when we come to work, could we make it hurt? Come on.
About to make it chill like Freon. About to make it hurt, getting litty in the ER. K.O.K., compadre with Puerto Rico. I'm the cheat code, figure, get my cheat on. Watch for the setup, get you bent like the limbo. Right at the top of the intro, I'm Kimbo. Strike like Mike in his prime, get in an embro. Bow like a Lou with a limp, but not a pimp though. Riddle me this or riddle me that. You take a guess, figure me dope or figure me whack. And I'ma flex like a train when I'm riding the track. Make a noise, clickety-clack, as simple as that. Know that I'm nice, I'm keeping stitch. Tell that wop, get with the dry ass dick. Fly ass man, I stay in the air when I spit. Put a stamp on the sitch, bang it up in the whip. Hit.
Better be alert when we come to work, could we make it hurt? Come on. Better be alert when we come to work, could we make it hurt? Come on. Better be alert when we come to work, could we make it hurt? Come on. Better be alert when we come to work, could we make it hurt? Come on.
Yo, Clash the Rap Podcast is live. Thank you. It's Gay Cup night. Get your gay cups.
Yo, how can I share it on my page?
I'm just messing around.
Copy the link.
My name is Charles Brown. Fliz, an artist named Fliz, Dante Martin. We here once again for your entertainment and pleasure. We're gonna jump right in. If you see the topics at the bottom, you know where we going. First topic, we going out the gate. Do white rappers have more privileges in rap than black rappers? And I say that because David Banner said, we was asked, did Jack Harlow have more privileges in the music? And he said, of course he does. He said, yes, he does. And I want to talk about that. Why do we feel like that? What up, Chop? I see in the comments.
Happy birthday, Chop.
Happy birthday, Chop.
For these company on you.
So
What?
I want to say, first of all, it's impossible not to. When, as long as I can remember, most of the hip hop was purchased by white people. Am I right?
Yeah.
We used to think that it was the streets and this and that, but it really gets purchased by white kids and stuff like that, which is fine. I don't have no problem with that.
The streets purchase the street shit.
Right.
Everything else is like mainstream stuff.
Say that again?
But if that's the case, then why is not more white rappers? Because honestly, right now, I want to say, with all this stuff going on, with all these new artists in the business, it's only probably 10%. Would you say it's more than 10% of white rappers, successful white rappers? It's a bunch, but there's a lot of them on a lower level, like on a fringe level.
As far as like mainstream, you're talking about?
I mean, period. I mean, even I'm not talking about SoundCloud, but I'm talking about
like mainstream,
notable, like national acts of stature. I would say
there's a few.
Even on a lower level, even on a level of like C-list, D-list, it's still.
There's a few. There's a lot.
It's a bunch, but it still don't match it to as many as you know.
Oh no! Like like when it comes to get rich quick schemes or get money schemes, you gotta think like minorities, especially broke minorities, are always going for the bag. We gonna flood it. Yep. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you can get rich off rap. I'm going there. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah. That's so like boxing.
That's speaking of intentions, then, right?
That's boxing. Mm-hmm. So if you're, that's why you don't see. You're starting to see a lot more boxes of Caucasian boxes and things like that.
Yep.
But top of the food chain is going to be mostly people less advantaged people. You know what I'm saying? People that don't have much. That's a way to get rich real quick. So they're going to jump in and do it. Rap is the same thing. I don't even think rap. Maybe now they think they're going to get rich, but I don't think you start rapping because you think you're going to get rich. I really don't think. I think people that really start rapping at first. Don't get me wrong. I understand that people start rapping because they want money, but I think a lot of people genuinely they start rapping because they idolize somebody that's rapping, and they start rapping themselves.
But hold up, you speaking about yourself? Cause see, we started rapping because we wanted to be like somebody we seen.
Right.
So, cause again, if you think about the first person you ever wrote your first rap to, who was it?
What do you mean?
Like, my first instrumental was EPMD's. That's why we keep saying it. Gold Digger. It's like, most of the time you wrote your rap to somebody else's beat.
But you know what? Things don't change as much as we try to make it like it does. I'm sure these kids are like really impressed with Lil Durk, and then they go get his instrumental and want to be just like him. They're not thinking about getting rich.
You know why I don't think that?
Why?
I'm gonna tell you why. There's too many producers now. That you could just run up on some. There's too many people that make beats.
It is.
Let's bring it back to the subject, though. We're starting to lose the white rapper subject. I mean,
right? No, I know. It makes. I know where he's going with it,
right.
So that's why I'm addressing it. See, okay, what you said earlier was intentions.
Right.
That's what. So the intent of sometimes they want to show they got skills. That's what they want to show. They want to show they belong. So it's a sense of belonging, correct?
Right.
Now, and with us, we like, yo, we trying to find a way to get out.
Right.
Now they could come in and eventually be the boss of what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I
well,
agree with that.
let me play devil's advocate.
Yeah, go ahead.
There is no boss white rapper right now besides Eminem.
No, you don't understand what I meant by
What you
playing
mean?
boss. I'm talking about, first of all, like Leo Core, he's a boss.
Right.
So they can have ambition of being him more than being the ambition of Jay-Z. Because again, you coming in and you looking up to Jay-Z. You go ask most of these people right now who was Leon, everybody, who is that?
Nah, they know.
Nah,
if you a rapper, you start getting into the game, you're gonna be like, who did 300 records?
I'm talking about low level people. See, all these other names, Jimmy Iovine and everything. See, these names are passing away because ain't nobody shouting these names out no more like 50 Cent and them used to do.
Mm-hmm.
So again, your intentions of why you coming in is going to be different based on what you're watching.
What you think a black rapper gonna want to get rich more than a white rapper?
Because Mac.
What you think a white rapper's in the game for?
Look at Mac Miller. Was he talking about?
Well, Mac Miller's an anomaly though.
Yo,
it doesn't matter. He's still.
Everybody. I had this discussion years ago. Everybody's in the music game to get paper.
Right.
Nobody's in there to keep their 9 to 5.
That's a fact.
Let's put that out there.
No, that's number one. Of course.
The bottom line is the paper. You know what I mean? I like if I get signed or whatever. If I got signed back in the day when I was like doing my thing, it's like, look, I'm not working no more. I'm not doing this to keep my job and do this. You know, so I just want to throw that out there first. The money is the drive. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yep. Now speaking of, so we were talking about white rapper Jack Harlow.
Yep.
If you look him up, his family's rich. I think his father's an entertainer. If I'm not, I think he's like from Nashville. I think his father like mad. I don't know. I read it, but I can't remember. If you look up Jack Harlow, his father's like mad rich and famous, and he grew up in like I don't know about famous, but I don't know who he is.
Is that the dude who went to a bunch of mansions and asked randomly could he film a video?
No, that's Lil Dicky.
Lil Dicky, all right, my bad.
But Jack Harlow wasn't somebody looking for money.
That's my point.
You know what I'm saying? He wasn't looking for money.
Or what I'm sitting up there saying, it's like he's getting in to show he's nice. And how he developed his skill, he developing basically speaking about his surrounding, correct?
I'm going to assume, yes.
So now, do you think he's trying to actually be a rapper or he's trying to be beyond a rapper? Because he know he got to get his foot in the door to actually get beyond what it is he's trying to do.
Well, I think both. I think you're right, but I think right now he's just trying to be a well-known rapper, and that comes with money as well. So you don't need to be a boss to get money. You know what I'm saying? Once you become a well-known rapper, all the money gonna come.
Here's the different things, because we know the ins and outs of what goes on. Mm-hmm. See, with him having money, he could put money behind himself. He ain't actually trying to get on.
That's a fact.
So it's different. So that's what we was trying to connect the two. Because again, when we coming in the game, that's why if you look at it, it says privilege. It's not necessarily.
Do you think they have privilege?
Yes and no, but I'm gonna say yes, and I'm gonna tell you why. as we know, this society is always looking for the great white hope, right or wrong.
Yeah, I get it.
They always like Eminem. That's what he was, and I'm saying he wasn't nice, but once he came out, that's our guy.
Right.
It's just like right now, Luca. Luca's from another country, and they trying to claim him. That's our guy. See, it's always so. Whenever you have that person that could fit the standards of what it is, that's our guy, the great white hope, like that movie. Of course, they're gonna have privilege, because again, who is people looking at? Because the next we're gonna be talking about Dababy. That's not our guy. See what I mean? They trying to destroy. You said something very well. I listened to your thing earlier. You said they love you.
Then they hate you. Then they love you again.
Who did they? They never do that with Eminem. Never.
You mean white people?
He caused some hate when he dissed Trump.
He did.
They came back to him.
Well, no. So put it like you're true in theory for the most part, but Eminem has always made people upset. They always come right back, but they get mad at him when he dissed Britney Spears, when he dissed Christina Aguilera, when he dissed these different little. He got to diss a white girl. Put it like that. That's when they.
No, but, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Other than that, no.
Now put it in perspective of who he's dissing. American Darling.
Right.
See, at the time they was American darlings. Now that they not, they wouldn't care. You think if he did something, they wouldn't. But at the time, that's what.
But he honestly said something last year. About a year and a half ago, he said something that everybody wanted to cancel. You can't cancel Eminem. It was a whole thing online. You can't cancel Eminem. What did he say? He said something.
People uncancelable. Yep.
It's not. He can't be him. Howard Stern. Yep. And it's a couple other people. It is what it is.
Dave Chappelle.
I cannot remember what M said on the right. He said something in the lyric. I think it was on that. It might have been on that Godzilla song. But he said something last year, and they was coming out in droves trying to cancel him, and all his fans was like, "You can't cancel him." So, but yeah, I get it. You're right. He's untouchable. Just because the fan base he's built, just because the goodwill he has with his fans, you're not going to cancel him enough.
You know when he going to be canceled?
But he got big. Some people say he got bigger because of his skin color than somebody. The argument is amongst black people, especially black people that don't like him, is if you take the same Eminem, put black skin on him, he not where he's at.
That's true.
Yes and no.
That's true. But the thing is, you gotta. I look at it from two sides. When Eminem came on and got big, Eminem had to fight a higher battle than a black person to get to where he is.
Yes, he did.
Because white people was not accepted like that. He kicked in, like, even you can call Vanilla Ice whatever he wants, but Eminem more kicked down the door for white people to be accepted. Like, all right, we're gonna let these white boys and these white girls come in and spit.
CJ in the building. CJ in the comments.
Here's what you gotta understand. Okay, first and foremost, Eminem was with the Outsiders.
Right.
Okay.
Outsiders Nightlife.
Now, why didn't he blow up?
Well,
because we gotta first do the history.
He left them. They had a little issues, but he left them, and then he was doing his thing. He doing on the battle circuit. They're not really battlers like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a whole thing.
He didn't take off until he hooked up with Dre.
But that's like saying why Fat Joe didn't blow up because he was with DITC.
No.
Fat Joe was in a bunch of crews.
We still knew who he was.
Even think of that. If you back up, do you realize Eminem got discovered in a battle that he lost? You know what I mean? It's like the black dude who won this shit. No one even knows this dude's name.
No. But people think
about
Eminem
that.
got discovered. But he got
that's white privilege.
He got his tape. People was telling Dre about Eminem before that. But, yeah.
Yes and no, because again, okay, you just did a showcase, right? Mm-hmm. And you had a dude that lost at the showcase in your studio session. Mm-hmm. You can say his name if you want.
Yeah, my guy Per Diem.
Okay, so the thing is, because you could see something in a person regardless if they lost or won. Especially if you got an eye for talent.
The funny thing is, I got the person who won on the same track.
But
I got both of them, dude.
I know, but the fact is, you got him because you seen something in him.
Yep.
See, now when he hooked up with Dre, now remember, I bought Eminem, well, I ain't buying, some girl bought it for me. But Eminem's first album I had.
Was he nice?
Yes.
Be honest.
Yes.
Hi, my name. I knew that when that song first came out and everybody hated it, I said, he's about to blow.
Blew up.
But here's the thing. Hi, kids. Do you like violins? Do you want to see me stick now? See, he was doing something different, but that beat behind him.
Yeah. But I heard Eminem before Dre on a college station here in Rhode Island. What's my guy name?
Bad Me Evil?
No, this was way before. This was when Eminem had I Just Don't Give a Fuck. Like, he had a little EP out. Mm-hmm. I can't remember the name of the EP, but he had a little EP out. College stations was playing it. And I heard it. I thought he was black. He was like, it was before he got signed to Dre,
Everybody did, yeah.
but he had a little EP. I really thought he was some light skinned dude that could spit.
He's a spitter.
He's a spitter.
Yeah.
That's what people don't realize. This guy was spitting. He just spit. I don't remember the verses on right off the hand, but I just don't give a fuck. I was like, this motherfucker is nice. Like, he was reckless. He didn't
Hold
care.
up, see, then we talk about before Marshall Mathers.
Yeah, this was before that.
We're
trying to get to how he got there. Now, end of the day, let's be honest though. We talked about all how nice Eminem.
Nah, but hold on though, because you gotta realize before Eminem, you had Milkbone. Milkbone was nice. Who else?
You about to name 5 dead
Beastie Boys.
rappers that ain't do nothing. Only ones did something was Beastie Boys.
No, Milkbone had it. Yo, he did something.
You gotta explain who Milkbone even is.
What was the name of that song? Keep It Real.
I'll keep it real.
Is he from out here?
Nah,
He's from Jersey.
that dude Milkbone. You crazy?
Yo,
Exactly.
Jay-Z did a freestyle that got
Him and
Jay-Z
Big L,
famous
yeah, they
on
did a
it. Big
freestyle
L.
on his beat. That boom.
Well, listen, we ready to prove that they don't got no privilege because Milkbone.
No, that's why I wanted to point out Eminem had to actually climb. Eminem had to climb a higher ladder than black people in its genre.
Yeah.
Because at that point, remember LeVar? You know what I'm saying? You probably know.
Yo.
There was mad white rappers that came and just friggin' failed.
I think we talk. You know what I think we're talking about? This not a real good topic to talk about on a lower level, because you got Brother Ali, you got a bunch of dope lower level white guys.
Yep.
Evidence. I can just go on.
Evidence, nice.
I can just go on.
Johnson.
And the guy that's right here in Kentucky, Connecticut that I did a show out here with, he comes out here all the time. I'm trying to think of his name. Apathy. It's mad white rappers.
Yeah.
I could give you 50, 55, 60, 100 white rappers.
But see, you know,
But we talking about,
those
I think
are
we're talking
lyricists.
about, yeah, I think we're
Those
talking
are
about on a
lyrics.
higher level. Once you hit that mainstream, you're going to go.
Yep.
Right?
See, like, why was Mac Miller accepted? Because he had that college look. That was his lane.
If you name, to me, I'll just say
Everlast.
this. If you name any rapper post Eminem, they all rode off the Eminem. I'm talking Bubba Sparks. All of them just was like, Eminem kicked open a door like bow, and all them other white rappers flooded in
Yeah.
like, thank you, Em. You know, that's my thing.
He's
about
the only
it.
one that made it on another level. But you know, Dre put him on there.
Dre took, because again, you remove Dre,
It's a whole different uphill battle.
Eminem is Milkbone.
Remember Charlemagne?
Sorry.
Charlemagne had. I don't fully agree with this, but he was like, "Yo," he goes, "If Eminem was black, he'd be Redman."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was like,
Redman gets international love though.
So
I was gonna say it.
But he's not on Eminem level.
But not on Eminem level.
All right, so let's talk about what we're talking about then. So let's talk about Jack
But
Harlow.
hold up.
Jack Harlow.
Why Redman is not on Eminem level?
Stop it. We're not doing that. So listen. Jack Harlow. Let's talk about him. Rich kid from the burbs. Got a feature with Drake at this point because he blew up so big and fast.
Yep.
Would we say that he nice? I called him a C level rapper.
I don't know his music well enough. I'm not gonna lie.
But okay.
I
listen.
heard about him.
This is one I keep trying to say about lyricism. Me and we were just having this conversation before. As studio rappers, artists, we understand the professional ear, all that. We could listen to a song and you could basically engineer that person's song, even not engineering it. Customers is not thinking like that.
No question.
So whoever his following is,
Right.
they're following. He might have a following of women say, "Oh, he's cute."
Mm-hmm.
They might not even be listening to what he's saying.
That's what LL had.
So you see what I mean?
And Special Ed.
He's cute. He hook up with Drake.
Through the roof.
How do girls view Drake?
Cute.
See, so again, we're never gonna say
So,
Drake's a lyricist.
Jack
Like,
Harlow is benefiting or not benefiting from his whiteness.
Yes.
of course he is, because again, first and foremost, the minute he come out on a stage, any stage, who's his audience?
Yeah, but Tyler the Creator audience is white
No,
girls too.
they in the same category. If you ask
Yeah.
me. But again, they
Nail, sup?
Tyler's more of, he does alternative, but he's still a lyricist.
Uh-huh.
This man, I'm not saying he's not a lyricist. I didn't really hear his music, but what I have heard of him, I was just like, yo, he's doing his thing. But again, it's the gravitation of what got their attention. So again, as a promoter, you know this. Most people gonna bring a person because what you do numbers.
Right.
So again, we don't know if a person is nice or not
Right.
until like, what is charge?
What,
Who?
the artist?
Yeah,
What is he?
yeah.
What's his
Well,
ethnicity?
I'm guessing he's either Puerto Rican or Dominican.
Okay. If you like if somebody was to look at him, they could sit up there and say, "Oh, what's this guy acting?" And then when you hear him spit, you're like, "Damn, he's a spitter. It's coming off the rip." You're not looking at, "Oh, I'm looking at what people follow him because of his image." You're looking at he's a spitter.
But we like spitters.
No, but I'm talking
white girls in parties don't like spitters.
I'm talking about the audience that follows him.
Right.
They listen to him as a spitter, not his looks. Even though he could hang with them type of dude because he got that type of look that fits in. That's why I'm sitting up there saying you gravitate. People gonna gravitate to you on two reasons. Males are gonna gravitate to you because they like what you're saying. Females gonna gravitate to you because of the way you looking.
Okay.
That's a given. There's no arguing.
So I think we kind of like almost saying your hard work gonna get you where you need to be, because we basically saying he got an advantage, but at the end of the day, he had to put the work in to get where he needed to be. So that's everybody. Everybody got to put the work in.
Nah, but some people
you gotta put in work. You do to a degree. Everybody has to put in work. But when it comes to getting people to like you for a reason, if you're in America, you know what I mean. The fan base of America itself for any genre is always gonna be like mostly like white folks. And then when we look for our heroes of any genre,
these are heroes.
We look for people who look like you. You know what I mean? Like I can sit there and know Eminem is freaking dirty.
He's nice.
You know, I'm a hip hop fan. I'm a hip hop fiend. When he came out, he was dirty. But I also know little Tommy with the blue eyes and the blonde hair, like, oh, I can be like him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
He's not looking at it like that. He's looking at it like
he's not gonna look at 50 Cent. 50 Cent got dope music, but a little white kid isn't gonna look up to 50 Cent. Oh, he looks like me. He reps my people. And no, Eminem came and rep. We keep shouting Eminem, but there's a lot of white rappers. Right. Eminem found his lane. He even said it in his White America song. He claimed it. He said, "I know that." Eminem knows he has privilege. That's why I loved him about it. Right. Eminem didn't say no. I didn't. Eminem put it right in the forefront. I know. He said, "I got blue eyes and I got this blonde hair. I know." You know that I'm getting little Johnny and little Susie to love me. So that's what it is. We all look up.
But it's the machine that pushed. Again, that's what I'm sitting up there saying.
Love that shit.
When you look at when we breaking down the word privilege, it's the machine behind you that is allowing you to do what you're doing.
Facts.
That's the point. Yeah. So why is the machine getting behind? Because again,
because
look.
His fan base is also gonna be huge.
Right. I want to move to the next topic too. That's good. So basically, I think we had a take on it.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna solve it.
Like, you know, got the Macklemores, all them. Like, you know who I love?
Who?
G-Eazy. G-Eazy's nice, yo.
G-Eazy is nice. But you know what? I don't know. I don't want to do this to him. But I don't even want to say it. But they saying, like, his numbers are suspect right now. Like,
but here's the thing, too.
They saying that some of that stuff wasn't real numbers.
I'm not so.
But go ahead.
As far as the privilege, you know why I'm gonna say no now? Because here's the thing: if Jack asks you to come and do a tour with him, you gonna say no?
Well, it's gonna be 100,000 screaming white girls and white guys.
And you know what I'm gonna do?
Partying with no shirts on.
I'm going to make my presence known and felt.
But that's only gonna benefit you in the long run. I'm talking about as a whole, right? It's easier for him to get that major tour. And because people got to sign off on those tours too. It ain't just we bring a Jack out. People got to book it. Major arenas got to say yes. It's insurance got to say yes. So it's a lot to that. And they're gonna, you know, how it's gonna be easy for him.
What up?
Because he white.
When it's all said and done to end this, I'm putting something out. I'm trying to make my money back.
Right, no question.
Okay, so if your kind is not gonna buy these albums, let me go to those that are.
Okay.
And that's what it's all about. Okay. If you think about it, when I'm putting out an artist, who's streaming, who's supporting, who's screaming. That sounds like a rhyme. I'm putting that in a rhyme.
I want to go to the next topic because this is a topic I'm really excited about. It started out, we was going to talk about KRS-One legacy. Should he retire? And I want to talk about KRS-One. But the bigger topic in my mind is, when do anybody need to retire? Like, what is it? Age, or is it how you sound when you rap, the songs you make? I listen to I'm a big KRS-One fan. I don't know if everybody knows who that is. That's in the,
If you had to say that, there's a problem.
But you should know who he is. If you're watching this show, I'm sure you know who KRS-One is. I listened to his last album. I found it to be flat. A lot of people really had a problem with me saying that. A lot of people was like, yo, don't disrespect the teacher. You brainwashed. You don't know what you're talking about. This is what's wrong. You rather have somebody talking about shooting and looting than actually teaching the truth to the young black youth and all this and that. I've been listening to KRS-One teach for 30 years. Right? And what I said in my video is that we in our 40s, 30s, 40s, 50s, how much teaching do we still need to hear about hip-hop is this, beats are that, you need to make graffiti, breakdancing. Nobody forgot about the breakers and the graffiti. No one our age forgot about it. So I'm trying to figure out how long is how long is it until we just could let him just rhyme about your life, just rhyme about subjects that's going on. Why are we always subjected to this over-the-top? He talks to us like we're 8 years old, right? If I listen, in my personal opinion, a lot of people didn't like me. A lot of people didn't like me saying that, but he talks to me like I'm in middle school, and I'm like, I've been a fan of you since '85, right? So why are you still talking to me like you got to teach me something I don't know? And I'm like, bro, you starting to sound like an old ass college professor, and I don't want to take a lecture when I put a rap CD on. In my opinion, right? If this is the stuff you got going forward in the next 5 years, I think you should let it go. That's just my opinion. So I think a rapper like KRS-One, in my opinion, should retire if this is the same stuff we're gonna hear the next 5-6 years.
Okay.
So I people don't like to hear that, and KRS-One's still in my top 5, top 10 of all time. He gonna be in there till I pass.
What you should just to let everybody who's listening know, to preface it, I think you should let them know that Charles is also trying to say young people are not going to listen to KRS-One.
No.
So therefore all this preaching is going to fall on deaf ears because he's talking to 40 and 50-year-olds at this point who are the only ones who will support him. So that's why I would say no, he shouldn't retire. Mm-hmm. You should keep making music as long as people buy your shit.
Yes, I agree with
You know what I mean?
I agree with that.
Well, as far as I agree with you 100%, like a 20-year-old ain't listening to KRS-One. It's on deaf ears. Like,
well,
hopefully
some of them listen.
Yeah, maybe you'll get some. But like, how much? I get you. How much like hip hop is like? Hip hop is this.
Rap
Hip hop
you
is
do.
yours.
You
know,
do.
like, all right, we got
the
this.
DJ
so,
scratching. Can you dance? Can you do it? Like right,
it's about. And guess what? This is where I always get flack, just like you, where I'm like, hip hop purists hate evolution.
Hate it.
You know what I mean?
And that was me at one point.
It's like, yo, you're 30 years, you're still saying the same shit in the same style?
Same way.
So me, too, as a KRS-One fan.
And it's dope to you.
Yeah, as a KRS-One fan myself, I didn't even hear the album. I listened to your take and I was dying. I didn't hear the album yet. But I will admit, if I hear one of my favorite old school rappers that I grew up with still talking the same ish, it's like,
and not even that, the beats wasn't that. Like, a lot of the beats was like, I think he's making his own beats now. Because I checked the credits. Yeah. So I'm like, KRS is 57. Which is whatever. You can still be dope at 57. Yeah. DJ Premier still make dope beats. But if you're just starting to get into your beat game, he's learning beats right now. So he's making stuff from a learning. It's somebody just learning to do. So you're putting out a whole album with something you're learning to do right now. Yep. You need a real beat maker, in my opinion. What you think, Dante? I gotta leave. Dante gotta hold it down. He over there doing something.
I'm listening. I'm letting y'all speak because I'm coming chameleon.
Nah, what the fuck you doing?
Come and
nah,
go.
but yeah, just of course. Just to add to it, KRS-One. Like I said, we've always been a fan. For people listening, this is not a diss, because it's a blanketed thing for anybody, including us. Anybody who's aging, you shouldn't have to retire, no. But you might want to like explore something, because to me that was to me. I'll just speak for myself.
Do you know his whole fan base?
Who? KRS-One?
Okay, because here's the thing. We're click, right? Me and you.
Okay.
Would you think me and you have a different fan base? In some sense, yes.
Oh, definitely. Like, cause I would say definitely, cause I know I'm not just hip hop. You know what I mean?
All right. So the thing I'm sitting up there saying is, when should what I thought about this question, when should somebody retire? And I really thought about it. I would just say, if you sound dated and old, I would think it's time to hang it up. Because when you 40 years old, 50 years old, and you sound like you're 40 or 50, I don't think nobody will hear you. But again, if I don't know your fan base, and I don't know who actually want to hear this, because I don't know what you know, like, I'm not on his Facebook or Instagram, so I don't know who's following this man. So how
he still got mad fans.
I think that's the point. Like we were saying, like KRS-One should not retire if you still can move records.
Cause that's the one point. That's why I said to really say when should a person shout out for Raw. And J Profe, see, like he said, I'm not feeling KRS-One post BDP. Okay.
Wow, that's that's 25 years ago.
I get
Sheesh.
Because I thought about this, because before this, listening right now, I'd be like, yo, if you sound old, because I'll tell you in a minute, you sound dated. You got to go. But
I'm not with telling people to retire. I want to be clear about that.
Oh no,
I think if music in your heart, make your own music. Make your own music. I would never tell you to retire. Go ahead.
You want me to tell you why I do this? It depends on who you are and if I could tell you this. Because if I know you're spending all your hard-earned money that you really can't afford,
he's not spending.
I'm not speaking for him.
Right.
You said it didn't say
old rappers quit.
It didn't say KRS-One. It says old rappers.
Right.
So again, somebody may look at me and consider me an old rapper, right?
Somebody called me an old head today.
Like, we are all old rappers.
No, I wrote something on Twitter about...
Everybody in this room is an old rapper.
Hey.
Hold on, but I wrote something on Twitter. And
Slow down.
And the guy was
You
like...
an old rapper.
Kid was like,
Don't
all you
even
old...
play yourself.
He said, all you old heads think the same.
Listen.
We are old heads in this room.
Hey, okay, listen. Could I speak my piece, please?
Go ahead. But let's not misconstrue some shit.
Listen.
So we talking about ourselves. Is what he's trying to say.
No, I'm saying we are in the old rapper category.
Listen.
Go ahead.
Again.
Well, I'm more than a rapper. But go ahead.
Listen, I get it. Listen, I do podcasts now. But I'm saying, depending on who the person is, I would tell them, if you got the funds and you want to put out your own projects and stuff, and it ain't gonna hurt your living situation, your living
milk.
Live your dreams.
For us, we are all old rappers.
I know. No. Hear me out. But if you hurting yourself trying to live a dream that passed you by like Far Side, it's time to hang it up, Junior.
But what does that include? Like, let's say, like, if somebody had,
I just told you.
Let's say somebody have equipment in their house that they have for years, they ain't doing nothing. They just recording. They record it every week. They do something and they just throw it on SoundCloud for free or whatever. And a couple people listen to it. Who are they hurting?
If I have to go to my phone on SoundCloud and do this.
What I'm saying is, but most people would be like, hang it up, Jack, like whatever. Barry, hang it up. They'll be like, clowning Barry. They'll be like, there go Barry. Listen, they hit the beats. They go Barry down there. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be like, Barry getting clowned. But he still got something to say.
The reason why I'm saying what I'm saying is because
if nobody's listening to you, should you stop?
Nobody's listening to you. Like,
that's what if you ain't hearing getting no ears, that's why.
I'm gonna tell you another thing when you should stop. Here's the greatest definition of stop. I wasn't even gonna say the story I was gonna say.
Story time with Dante.
If your peers don't even want to invite you to let your voice be heard,
Yikes.
You know what? I'm
gonna tell y'all off camera that somebody that got the sweetest heart in the world, but it's time. I'm gonna tell y'all off camera, but I'd never say somebody needs to quit or retire, but at the same time, there are people that need to quit. In my opinion, if I was to say, what does a guy need to stop? What do you need to do to stop? What would make me say stop rapping? When you sound dated, you don't sound sharp. You start repeating the most repetitive stuff. All your stuff start to sound like everything you've already said. It's not. It has no like.
If you ain't even speaking of current events.
Yeah, if you're just talking about
you don't even know what's going on.
You don't sound like you even flowing good. Like all of that stuff matters. You're picking old beats that nobody really likes. At some point, even if you like it, time is short. Life is short. And if you picking these, you getting these, or you sitting in the house making these keyboard trash beats, you getting on your mic making trash raps, you could have been outside with your kids or something, or you could have been at the park, or you could have been doing anything.
Okay, so here's a question
So
for
you're
you.
like wasting your own time, bro.
That dude, when we seen the Jungle Brother dude, you thought he should have hung it up? See? When we did, hey, Jay, remember when we did that show?
They need context. So let me say what he's talking about. So you know who the Jungle Brothers are, right? There are 3 Jungle Brothers. Well, if you don't know the Jungle Brothers is from back in the day. And they the ones that put on Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul, the Jungle Brothers, Red Alert and all that. They broke up probably 25, 30 years ago. One of the Jungle Brothers, me and Dante did a show a couple years ago.
And Jay Proform was
And
there.
Proform.
Yeah, that's why he's laughing.
Was that in New Hampshire?
It was upstate Mass.
I think it was
Like going towards upstate.
It was either New Hampshire or it was way up. And they had him at that show.
No, it was upstate New York. Upstate
Okay,
New York, somewhere
okay.
around there. Mass, upstate New York, Mass.
Yeah, and he
Mount Holyoke, whatever that Holyoke in Mass. I think it was around there.
Oh, I don't know what that is, but
It was somewhere around there, but we got
anyway.
it.
So he, one of the Jungle Brothers is solo, and they put him on this show.
I didn't even know it was him.
And he wasn't even. I don't even know what this cat was doing. He was so high, and he was just singing, and he was. I think he was doing his own, like he was doing some invokes. I don't know what he's doing, but it was like the crowd was just looking at stunned, and he was the headliner. Am I right?
Yep.
He was the headliner.
Okay.
And everybody was looking like, what is that? Because the music was really weird. It's like he was in like, maybe he big in Amsterdam or something. Like, whatever he's doing is big over there, whatever. But
He was
the
on like
crowd
some, he
here
was
was
on
like,
some like rubbing his nipple time.
yeah, the crowd was
That's
looking
what
like,
I'm
what is going on? And it was embarrassing. So if you're embarrassing yourself, even if you don't know it, right? And I'm going to tell y'all, this is another story that this might get me in trouble.
Uh-oh.
This might get me in trouble.
Got my popcorn.
And I love these guys. And I'm about to say something that might
Got
get me
my
in trouble.
popcorn.
I love Diggable Planets, right?
Uh-oh.
Y'all don't even understand how much I still love these guys to this day. What up, Vic? But I saw Diggable Planets, I want to say, the beginning of the pandemic. This was probably a year and a half ago.
Uh-oh.
I saw them in Foxwoods. And maybe it was my seating or the
They was in
sound.
Foxwood?
They was at Foxwood with De La Soul. And it was De La Soul, Diggable Planets. Oh, man, I'm about to get Camp Low.
I can already tell the tone of that show.
I thought it was going to be dope.
No,
Oh,
me too, but I
man.
can tell it's that level tone. I mean,
It was Foxwoods, bro. It was Camp Low, Diggable Planets, and De La Soul.
Uh-oh.
Can I tell you, this was one of the worst shows. Yo, I was so excited, I'm pumped up, and I'm
Everybody?
about it. Everybody. Cause De La Soul, this was when my man Dove, he has a heart problem.
Oh.
So he was sick last year. So he was in and out of the hospital and stuff. So at this particular show, he didn't make it. Talib came out with Paz. And I ain't even finished the show because I'm like, I came to see Dave. I ain't come to see Talib Kweli. So not that I don't like Talib, but I ain't like
I
it.
know,
So
man.
so I had a whole the whole night was just ruined for me. Camp Low came out. They were so bad to me because they was barely moving. And they was just like,
Nah, cause we move.
they wasn't like into it. Like I guess I don't know if they was having internal friction. I don't know what was going on. But it was just like they was rapping and just like they were just saying the raps. It just I don't know. Then Diggable came out and they used mics on the mic stand, which is what like musicians do that if you're playing whatever.
No, that's
So-
what we dancing with him though.
Yeah, so Butterfly was here. I think Doodle was there and Ladybug was over there. And I love these guys. I love them. But the show, they had a band. And it was just, the sound was all out of tune. Everything was bad, and you could barely hear him.
This
And
was
then,
at Foxwood.
and then, like everything was bad. It was like, what do we watch? It was like muffled of noise, and it was just like they wouldn't get into it because they wouldn't leave a mic stand. It's like they didn't really rehearse this show. It's like you just stay there. I'll stay here. It was like, so I just was like, yo, this is I'm just bad. This is bad. I'm out. So I ended up leaving before daylight even finished, and I wasted mad time because daylight was late. Diggable went on late. Everybody went on late, so it was like, what am I doing? I just wasted my whole night. So what I'm saying is, I said all that to say, I just watched the old rapper show.
Mm-hmm.
I could have went to an open mic and got that bad sound, bad stage presence. They was fun. I think Camp Low. Some of their stuff didn't work. They had a technical difficulty. You know, so it's like, and then Daylight had technical difficulties. So it was just like, I can get this at Jerky somewhere.
Hey, let me ask you a question. This is interesting. Do you think you didn't enjoy it more because as an artist, because you just said they had problems, like, have you ever had a problem in a show?
I mean, it happens.
What do you mean by problems?
Like, not with your tracks, and if there's a problem, that's because the system that we're doing it at.
Yeah.
I remember one time I did have a problem with the show, but I always got my plan B ready.
Right. See, that's what I'm sitting up there saying, that these are dudes that was professional in the industry for so long.
Yeah.
It's like, that's why I'm like, when I hear this, I'm like,
Camp Low was really, I was really looking forward to it. It was really bad.
yo, I did a show in Brooklyn, right? Mm-hmm. And my man from Jersey, he would know this. Like I told you, I used to tour with a lot of people. So I was, me and him, like, I used to love when I hooked up with my peoples in Jersey that was signed to labels, because they'll go anywhere. So we went to this show in Brooklyn. This thing was big. They didn't have nothing to play the CDs on. And we was like, holy shit, how we going to do our joints? Like, but because we was professional, we was just like, hold up, there's a live band. We gave them a selection of songs. We told them to play Carl Thomas and I wish I never let her. So you had the live band playing that, and we was actually rapping to this joint to the crowd, and the crowd was like, yo, like, is that thing or whatever. So again, it's like you said, a plan B, because we were just like, yo, okay, we could do acapellas, but it ain't gonna come off right. CD ain't working. Everybody else was already done because they didn't know what to do. Give us that live band. No, y'all, what y'all know? Play what y'all know. We gonna come and rock. So I was just saying, as an artist, you look at, because see, when you're a person that's not an artist coming to see that show, do you even look at it as being bad? See, as an artist looking at a show like that, you like, yo, this shouldn't be happening. Never should be, because I seen some dudes flop on stage, and I was like, yeah,
I don't even remember what was everything that went wrong, but it was bad. But that means it can happen to young people too. But these guys so seasoned that for it to be happening, in my opinion,
that's what I'm saying.
They checked out. Camp Low looked checked out. They looked completely like we don't even want to be here. That's the vibe I was getting from them. I'm like, what's wrong with these guys? So when you're checking out, right? It may be time, bro. I know we going on and on. We need to let Flares have a say on this about rappers.
I'm
like,
you know how you
absorbing.
So when we say they need to quit from one show?
Again, if you had a file, because you know what's so funny? I went on YouTube, not recently, but a few months ago, and I was listening to Camp Low. I didn't even know they had new music. And I was listening to it, and I was just like, oh, so to actually hear the quality of the music I seen on YouTube, and then to hear the story of you saying what they did, and Foxwood out of all places. I can understand if it was an open mic, but the Foxwoods, like, I'm bringing my A game when I go up in some place like that.
But if you've been doing it for 25 years with the same songs, it's just another show. Think about it. It's just another show.
There's still passion. I mean, it's two sides of it. Who's the one who sings it's not unusual to be loved by everyone?
That's Wayne. No.
Isn't it Tom something?
Tom.
I thought his name was Tom something. Well, anyway, him. When I love how he said he performed that song. He's been performing that song for like 800 years. And he's like, he performed it like it's the first time every time. Because he said that song put my kids through college and all that stuff. He goes so he respects
Tom Jones.
Tom, I knew it was Tom. So yeah. He has a passion for it, so I see what you're saying with that. Like, if you lose a passion for the thing, you're just half-assing it for the crowd. But I'll say this: sometimes you just don't got it for that show. Maybe you just caught the bad show. You know what I mean?
The voice of reason.
Because sometimes I'm like, I've done hundreds of shows at this point. You know, and it's like sometimes like, I didn't kill that one. You know, and I don't know what I am.
And you can't.
That was half fat. That shit was flat.
Okay, you might not killed it, but did the audience feel that?
I don't know, but I judge myself too. I'm like, and a lot of times I'm gauging how the crowd is reacting. I'm like, I didn't kill that, and maybe I chose the wrong songs or whatever for the venue, or you know, and crap like that. But I'm like, you might have just caught one of them off days, but. Dave Chappelle, perfect example. Dave Chappelle talked about his show in Detroit where he bombed because he was hot. You know what I mean? Dave Chappelle's a GOAT. You know what I mean? Are you going to be like, maybe someone who saw that song, this motherfucker suck.
Yeah, I'm sure. So
you
they walked away.
He didn't say they bombed. He's saying that, one, they like when I see a rapper on a mic stand, I'm thinking they're about to do something grand. Real, I gotta stop rhyming. But I'm thinking I'm expecting something. But if you just standing there the whole time, it's like either one your body. Now if you don't got if your body ain't into it, you might need to become a ghostwriter. Because I'm like the thing about it. Remember, if somebody's paying, the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying is because here's the thing. They still represent us, regardless if they still in the spotlight, because that could be somebody's first time actually seeing rap artists.
And I saw people there with they brought their kids.
See, that could be the first, and then it's like if that's what you're giving off.
It was people that brought their kids.
Those kids like, see, this is why old school rules is whack.
No, they're not looking at. Oh, they could be looking at like.
Or the kid could be like, it's great because they just looking like, oh,
they look different. No, they might actually be like, this look different on TV than it does. You see what I mean?
But I give Diggle a pass because they hadn't performed together in years. They had just got back, like, you know what I'm saying, whatever.
You know they were the first concert I ever went to see in the early
Digable
90s
Planet?
with them and Naughty by Nature.
Oh,
Where was this at?
At P-Pack. That was the
Oh,
first concert.
wow.
And a girl, shout out to Barbie Williams, because she's my friend on Facebook, so she might be watching this.
Okay.
Remember, Barbie, you brought me to my first concert with Digable Planets and Naughty by Nature in '93.
Wow, shout out to Barb.
All right?
No, to answer the question though with old rappers, here's my opinion. If you can't perform and you can't cater to the people that you're trying to cater to, but my ultimate answer is gonna be if it's disrupting your lifestyle. I'm talking about health, not just financial. If it's disrupting your lifestyle, because you ain't gonna. Like, I don't think we ever seen a person die on a stage. We don't need to see that. But if it's disrupting your lifestyle and disrupting your financial structure, that's when I would say it's time to hang it up, Chop.
J Profane said, if it ain't legit, you must acquit.
I'm not gonna.
You must quit.
The reason why I'm not gonna say that is because again, like people would say I'm whack. I have the finances to put my album on. It won't hurt my pockets at all. It doesn't matter if people listening to it or not. I can still sit up there and say, "Hear my album." I'm still getting streams.
You're not getting put out.
So again,
Your car ain't getting repossessed.
and I can still get shows.
Right.
You know what I mean? So again, it's like in my own world, it doesn't matter if I have people follow. If I know I can still get on the mic and some people say, "Oh, it was nice, this, and this, and this," you're not gonna feel like you need to quit.
So do Antonio Brown need to quit? Next topic. Antonio Brown, former receiver for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Pittsburgh Steelers, has dropped a rap album. They had a video.
He stole my name.
A couple
You know
rap album called Paradigm.
Oh, yeah, I did know that.
They had a video of him like a couple days ago at a show at a festival. And he's performing. He got the farmers on with one shoulder down.
Damn, he went to farmers.
White too. All white farmers on. And he's trying to rap or whatever. And the crowd looking at him like, huh? What? This is when you jumping into something too fast. Everybody ain't, you know what I'm saying? Everybody not meant to be this super great rapper, especially athletes. I can't even name 5 dope rapper athletes in my entire life. Like,
What?
5?
Yeah, I can name 5, dude.
Go ahead.
It's depending on what you think is dope.
You want to say Shaq, and you want to say
Damian Lillard.
and then what else?
Yeah.
So,
hold on. What's his husband? What's his name?
You stretching.
I ain't stretching.
It shouldn't be this hard.
I don't be knowing people names.
Iverson was alright.
Iverson. He was going. I was
I'm
gonna
not
say
mad
him.
at Iverson.
But I'm trying to think of what's the name.
Iverson ain't rapping 20 years.
Tiana Taylor husband. Do that one dancing with the stars.
Oh, I'm Iman Shumpert.
Iman Shumpert. He's nice.
Not nice.
Yeah.
I never heard
And that's
this
4.
I got one more.
That's 4.
Karl Malone. Nah.
So you struggled to get 4. 4. You couldn't even say Kobe.
Kobe wasn't nice.
I didn't say Kobe.
No.
But you could have said it
wait
and faked it like.
But,
you
yeah,
know.
I mean, what if
Oh, boy. It's not Carl Anthony. Who that dude that was trying to battle Dame? A center. I say I don't know that
it was
name.
Shaq, right?
No. They battled, but it was another center who came off, and he was dope. He was balling.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
But you're right. It ain't more than 5.
It ain't 5. So
yeah.
it's a million people, a million players, which should be more than 5. And Shaq go back 20 years. So it's like we talking about within 20-something years, we couldn't find but 3 more people.
Shaq go back almost 30, to about 30 years.
Yeah, there's some mad football players that dropped albums last year. The running back.
Okay.
What about Master P?
What
He's
about
he's a rapper athlete.
This
You
is the
consider
problem.
him, all right, all right?
First of all, slow down. With Master P,
Slow down.
Master P ain't even good as a rapper that good. So let alone saying what is he? How's he an athlete?
He was in the NBA for a short stint.
Yeah, he made it to the preseason.
You know what I mean? That don't make you an athlete, bro.
He made it to the preseason.
He
buddy.
made the NBA.
That don't make you an athlete, bro. That don't make you an athlete. I think he paid for that slide. I think he put money in the team to get on that. Come on, bro. So listen.
All right, J. Cole.
What about him?
He played professional basketball.
J. Cole did not play. Listen.
Yes, he did.
J. Cole
was
did not
paid
make
to play.
it out of the preseason.
No, he went to Africa.
He played in Africa and was on the
And
team.
quit in the look it up.
No, he played.
I think he played in maybe 3 games.
So is the criteria you have to play for a certain amount of time?
J. Cole is not an athlete.
Yo, he was reaching. We can go ahead.
So anyway,
No, I'm just saying, what's the criteria?
Antonio Brown, first of all, you got to be an athlete. Antonio Brown qualifies as an athlete.
Yeah, okay.
High level professional athlete.
But you know what? I'm not gonna blame him. You know who I'm gonna blame?
Kanye?
Nope, I'm not blaming him either.
He gassed him up.
I'm blaming everybody that co-signed was on his album and saying this stuff because again, you allowed that to
It's a
come
check.
out. It doesn't.
Eating off of him.
All right then, but
I don't know who the features are though.
every check ain't a good check. He got some great features on there.
I want to make sure, because I was listening to some shit today, right? Did he drop? I want to make sure it's the right Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown, if I'm not mistaken, dropped a mixtape called Himothy, right?
I believe that's true.
That shit is fire.
Oh shit. Well, anyway, so
I'm going to tell you straight up, that mixtape was fucking dope.
I
Not going to bullshit you.
I didn't even hear
Because
it.
I was like, is this him or another Antonio Brown? Because I was so pleased. Like, I was like,
I did. Hold on. So right here, I have that pulled up. I don't know if that's him or not. I saw it.
Look up Himothy.
I saw it on here
Is
already.
that green shit right there? Is
Oh,
that
I
him?
told you that's what it
Is
was.
that him?
Yeah, like,
This?
That mixtape is banging.
Slow down. We don't know if he really rapping. It could be somebody made an honorary jump. We have no idea.
That's what I'm saying. If it's really him,
That's what I'm saying. Like I just really don't. I'm looking at it.
it's young boy style rapping. It was like, hey, it's a lot of mumble rap, but the shit was fly.
This thing says 100 worst rap songs of 2020. I'm gonna move on,
Yo,
bro. So
I'm dead serious.
maybe it's dope. I don't know.
I'm not trying to sound like an old head up in here. I'm being
I
an
listened
objective
to
music
his
fan.
single.
Shit was dope, dog.
That's fine. I listened to his single, and I was not impressed. And not only that, what J Pro
said he
said,
got
he got whack rap. Yeah, whack rap energy. So
I never seen him like personally rap. I just
if you seen him at a show, right?
that might change my mind. Yeah.
And he's doing what he do, because you know he's not in it. He really not in. Like a person that's of athlete is not really in it. They're not going to take the time they need because they got to take time to learn their playbook, and they got to be in different cities doing athlete stuff. So you can't. There's no one has succeeded.
Well, nobody signed him yet. so
Nobody has successfully done both. Right?
What was the question again?
Nobody has successfully done both.
Done both. What?
Nobody has been an athlete and a rapper successfully for any period of time.
Shaq. Shaquille O'Neal was
Shaq has
successful
not
at
dropped
both.
an album since Biggie died.
But it doesn't matter. He
It
had about
does.
4 albums.
Yeah, 4. I thought he had 2.
Shaq had about 4 albums. He went platinum on a couple of them shit.
I know he went platinum 2 albums.
We're talking about
We
a
talking about
guy.
Diesel and the one he did with
Everything,
Can't Stop the Rain.
everything is an anomaly. There's an anomaly to every rule, right?
But
I ain't
that's the
never
thing,
put a Shaq album in to listen to.
I don't understand what the criteria is
I
for
put a
discussion.
Shaq album in.
That's what I'm saying.
I put a
played
Shaq.
it like
I ain't gonna lie.
pound for what in the
That
90s when
second
Shaq came
Can't Stop
out.
the Rain, that album was fire.
Shaq had 90s style shit. Like
We
would it
can't
be
keep
dope
reaching
today?
back to the 90s.
But that's the question. You said athletes, like.
But that's
you mean
one.
current?
Even still, that's one. That's one guy.
But you said the question was, has anybody ever successfully did it? Shaq.
So okay, so
yeah, there was a success.
I wouldn't call that a success.
Why not?
It's a success for the time he did it. That's like saying Vanilla Ice did this and that. That was in the 90s.
But it happened.
But
that happened.
But listen, success is that's relative to what we're talking about. So if so when did Shaq retire? Basketball.
2014ish, something like that.
Wait, hold up. Why are we talking about him anyway? We talking about Antonio Brown.
Because we're talking about
athletes. Like, as a whole.
I'm saying there is no athlete in history that has reached the level of a real serious rapper. You cannot do both.
Shaq did this, man. You are wrong. I'm sorry.
Let's look it up.
You are being strong and wrong right now. Dog, I'm trying to tell you. Let me say it for yourself.
No, I know no one's going to agree with this.
Listen. People our age know this. That biological father shit was huge.
Oh, yeah,
That shit with the Fool Schnickens was huge. His first album had so many features. He had Wu-Tang on it. He had a song with Meth and the RZA. That No Hook shit was huge.
Right, so this is what, so go ahead.
His second album, he was so big that the rappers, he did an interview. He asked all those same rappers, could you feature on my shit again?
Yeah.
He was like, I need to check because they was mad he got the bag for his first album. He didn't pay them. So they was like, we ain't doing shit for free because you got the bag and you were making millions. And he went and made a platinum shit.
Yo,
like,
he was right.
Shaq was fucking huge, though.
Diesel, you can't stop
Do
the rain
not
respect.
sleep, yo. Shaq was huge in the 90s.
All right, so if this whole thing on the hinge on the, first of all, the hinge on the respect of Shaq.
Yeah.
Let's have this conversation.
Let's do it. Cause I know
That's
Shaq
like saying, so that's like saying DJ Khaled is a successful rapper.
No, it's a different thing.
How?
He don't rap.
He threw a million features on the album.
You can compare DJ Khaled to Kirk Franklin. I'm saying I can see that comparison. It's people who are hosting somewhere, everybody else doing the art. Shaq was writing this, he was rapping it and performing it. He was.
What's Shaq's last album? You got your phone out right now. Don't get me wrong. I respect Shaq, but Shaq ain't nobody's 100. When you say Shaq, and you ask for a list, you're gonna have to put Shaq on a short ass list of rapper athletes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I agree.
I don't
Shaq
think
may
that's
be the
successful.
Yo,
you can't be.
Shaq had 4 albums.
Yep. What's the last one come out?
The last one to come out was Respect. I didn't even know that came out.
When it come out?
98.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
But that was the end of.
You talking about a guy that ain't had an album since 1998?
But that's all rappers. Like
he had a soundtrack though, Kazam and still.
How many rappers get to last that long? How many rappers came out in '92 and are still relevant? Like rap, unfortunately, rap has a shelf life, and that doesn't exclude Shaq because Shaq doesn't have that evolutionary talent.
His argument is wrong because he said what athlete and rapper was successful, and he was one of them.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, so
it's
like you can't move the goalposts. If this is your question, and here's the answer to your question, you can't. You can't clash from the damn bathroom. That's like, Charles is clashing from the bathroom. But pretty much the question is, who has done it? Shaq has done it. He ran his rap life. He ran his shelf life in rap. He did. Like,
listen.
You want me to tell you why? I'm gonna tell you why that's. I'm gonna tell you why that's
being successful in one field is already hard. Imagine too, but Shaq was.
That's what I'm saying.
Shaq was.
Or whoever says Shaq wasn't successful in rap and in basketball, you're lying to yourself, and you need to do some studies.
Hold on, slow down.
You can't just say stuff.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Hold on. Slow down. So, all right. So let me just say this, right? For one, we talking about Antonio Brown being not good. We're talking about the 99.99999% of athletes. Shaq is an anomaly, right?
Yes.
We give Shaq his respect for doing what he did.
Yeah.
Let's not go crazy.
No, we're not. I'm just answering your question.
So let me say this. So I heard you say all that stuff. Clash.
But there is no one else. I'll agree with you.
But wait, no.
Shaq was like
I even want to stay on Shaq. I want to stay on Shaq now.
Shaq and Damian Lillard, because Damian Lillard's still doing numbers.
Chill out.
Ain't no chill.
Throwing some verses out don't make you successful. We doing too much right now, bro. Throwing some verses out don't make you successful. So this is what I'm about to hit y'all. This is what I'm about to hit y'all with.
Go ahead.
Let's be honest. Now we're gonna talk about success, right? Be honest. I need y'all to really be honest.
That's all we do.
Let's be honest.
Please be honest. Just be honest.
Yep.
You're in the club right now. You could throw.
Can I rock? What's up, Doc?
No. You could throw on any. You could throw on Biggie, and that joint gonna go nuts.
Yep.
You could throw on a Jay-Z joint, it's gonna go nuts.
Shaq's a DJ, you know that, right?
Let me finish. Snoop, even Snoop, he got about 7 joints. You could knock that shit down. What Shaq song are you gonna throw on in any nightclub in the USA that's gonna make that joint go nuts?
See, it don't work like that. You're moving the goalposts again.
Yeah,
You keep moving the goalposts, Charles. That's not your question.
You said he was successful.
He was.
You said he had 4 platinum albums.
Success doesn't mean you have a song that goes forever. No, I'm saying you change the whole dynamic of the question.
Get him.
No.
Fliz
don't wanna
you gotta
admit
stick to the subject.
Fliz don't want to admit
I'm
this.
admitting. Can I name you 10 rappers that was successful? They're not athletes, but they don't have a song you can play. They're in the club. That is a million rappers who were successful at one point.
No, that's not my point though. My point
yo,
is, if Shaq was successful,
but you just changed the question.
But it's
a
bigger topic.
There's hit songs and then there's classics. You just said does Shaq have a classic that can bang in the club?
I know I didn't. I didn't say classic.
But
I said
anything. That's what it is.
Am I losing my mind?
No. I didn't say classic. I said anything.
No, but that's
classic or not.
That's what would have to be known.
You just said you can bang a Biggie joint in the club. You can bang all these joints from these 90s rappers.
Because we're talking about a rapper from the 90s. You said his last album was 1998.
So
his album before that was what? What's the first album?
It's successful. Someone who made hits and went
93.
platinum. Any rapper who made a
Shaq
hit
is literally a one-hit wonder.
No, he's not. See, you're wrong.
Oh, my God.
You're not, dude.
This what I'm saying.
Hold on,
You
breathe for
No,
a minute,
Fliz,
Joe.
you keep cutting me off.
Because I'm stopping you because you're saying.
You're the
wrong
only
stuff.
two that believe this.
No,
No,
dude,
he's
no
not.
we're talking
Believe
facts.
this.
We get Googled. He Googled it.
And everything he's Googling, I'm challenging.
You can't
How
challenge
you
the
gonna challenge
facts.
Google?
You can't challenge the facts.
How you gonna challenge the album going platinum?
Biological Father was a hit song.
So
What's Up Doc was dope. You
So,
can't challenge.
You can't stop the ring with Biggie.
So-
was on stage.
Slow down.
You
I
can't
get-
challenge the fact.
No.
Charles, you're wrong. You're strong, but you're wrong.
But
I'm
you
sorry,
can't
bro.
keep cutting me off and telling me that I'm
I'm
wrong.
gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut down for 5 minutes.
Okay, so Clash, bro.
Oh shoot.
I'm asking pertinent questions.
Yo, Chop. Hey, Chop, what's your take on he said Shaq did he was a
Yo,
one
I haven't got a word
Well,
out.
let Charles go.
I haven't got
He was
a
in the
word.
bathroom, that's why.
I haven't got a word out.
I'm cool. Go
Y'all
ahead.
feel so strongly about this Shaq, which is fine. But I'm trying to. Michael Texaria, right? He asks,
Yep.
what's the criteria for successful
That's my
rappers?
question. What's your criteria then?
Numbers or impact. You said Shaq got platinum albums.
Yes, and hit songs.
You just killed yourself. So I said a hit song. Do you know how many songs are hits that can be played right now and the person only had one hit?
You're talking about replayability. You're changing the goalpost again, dog.
But
I'm just telling you, you're changing. Every time we have a discussion, like, you can't move the
what
goalpost.
I'm saying is not moving it. I'm telling you what, I'm asking you about a hit. If you say a song is a hit,
I said biological father about 3 times in the discussion.
okay,
Know
so.
what I'm saying?
I got this guy right now.
I'm like,
No.
I'm about to line him up.
Wait, you
Line
keep telling
him
me to
up.
let me talk and then you keep jumping in.
What? I ain't say nothing. I was saying
Fliz can tell me gonna let me talk.
I did cut him off. I cut him off.
So listen.
I cut him.
To a degree, we have to say numbers or impact, right? Mm-hmm. It's both, right?
Go ahead.
It's right. So I keep asking you questions.
You're gonna lose.
I definitely not going. No one in this world is going to agree with you two.
Yo.
No one.
You can't
Wanna
debate
make
a
a bet?
fact. 2 + 2 is always going to be 4.
But wait. You saying facts that's irrelevant. So it got to be relevant.
No.
I can name
You just moved the goalpost again in the discussion.
But you keep saying, but you can't keep saying that and not let me finish.
I'm gonna let you speak your piece, but
Go ahead.
I'm just gonna say one artist. If you want it, then you got it. If you want it,
You ready to make my point.
Young
just
MC.
bust the move.
You ready to make my point.
That dude don't have a platinum album.
Yes, he do. And you ready to make my point.
His album ain't go
Yes,
platinum.
he did. But listen. You think Young MC ain't go platinum? You on crack?
That song might have.
Listen to what I'm
You
saying.
think his album?
People
yeah,
got a whole album for the song. Listen what I'm saying.
Right.
Listen what I'm saying. Shaq D came in the league in like what, 90, 91, 92?
92-ish.
92, right?
Yep.
He had a passion for rap.
Yep.
He loved rapping,
Mm-hmm.
and He got a bunch of MCs because he's Shaq.
He
outsold
sold Food Chickens and he was on the album. But go ahead.
He had man and where they at. Anyway, so
whoa, them dudes is nice.
Slow down. So listen.
What?
So listen.
Oh yo.
Listen. Let me finish, bro. It's not wrong for Nishka, but what I'm saying is, let me finish. Shaq got in the league in '92. Hottest thing in the league. Rookie off the freaking. I think when he came out of high school. No.
College.
Out of
LSU.
LSU. Yeah. Boom. Big man. Blah 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 blah. I'm a big man. Whatever. Start rapping.
You was about to reverse one of his songs.
The only rapper athlete that ever made any noise, right? He took it one step further. He collaborated with some of the great. He collaborated with Biggie. Now let's be honest. It wasn't because his skill. It's because the bags he was promising and the exposure he was giving to be on these records. So it wasn't because Shaq is so nice. Let's start there.
Did Shaq have white rapper privilege?
But wait. He had athlete privilege. You know what I mean? And then we listened to the Chicago Bears song, Super Bowl Shuffle. In what world would we have listened to that other than them being the Chicago Bears? Mm-hmm. So he had the privilege of get ears that the average person wouldn't have got.
Okay.
Right? With that being said, he came out with the biological father. Right?
Yep.
He came out with What's Up Doc ain't even his song. Am I right?
No, it was
with Food, his song, Food, whatever.
I'm
so
outstanding. I know I got skills.
And then he got the third question. The third one would be what's the album? The joint with Biggie, which You Can't Stop the Rain, which is damn near. People call that like a lost tape type thing, right? So.
No, that was getting played all over satellite radio.
Listen to what I'm saying. Out of those 3 songs, right? There is no way in the world any of them songs, people put that Biggie joint on for Biggie's verse. Am I right or wrong?
Want to hear something funny?
Are you talking about now?
No.
I'm just asking the question.
I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna
say
why.
No, because
Biggie
Shaq
wasn't even in the video.
All right,
Biggie wasn't in the video.
Shaq is not a one-hit wonder. First of all, let's stop. He had 3 songs on his first album that was charted.
What?
So let's just say that first of all. You know what I mean? So second of all,
that's not a hit though, but that's one hit. Chubb Rock got songs that charted.
He had 3 off one album, I'm saying.
Chubb Rock got songs that charted after that, but he's considered a one-hit wonder. Pharoah Monch is considered a one-hit wonder.
Well,
what? Yes.
Who told you that?
I'm just telling you what a one-hit wonder means.
I ain't no one-hit wonder. You bugging.
Who?
Pharoah Monch.
You bugging.
In the history of Pharoah Monch has literally, we love Pharoah Monch.
What's his one-hit wonder?
His one hit.
What is it?
Get the fuck up. Dun, 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 dun.
Hold on, so
Get the fuck up.
Get the fuck up is a hit?
Yes.
And Shaq's song that outsold that wasn't.
Got him.
I'm saying.
First of all, slow down.
Got him.
First of all, I'm not saying this, but I never said it. He didn't
Got him.
But this is what I'm trying to decipher what is a hit and success to you, Charles. Because the goalpost keeps going like this.
No, it's not. You keep going back to your point. It don't mean I'm all over the place. You're answering your point.
What is a hit, Charles? Let's start there. What is a hit or what is success?
So
what is that?
A hit is not only the numbers. There are songs that you can bump in a club right now that didn't do numbers. So I'm not saying it's just about it went platinum. And there are some platinum songs right now you put on in the club, they're gonna laugh at you, right?
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, a hit don't mean because you can go on Daytona Beach and bump it, that's a hit, right? So what I'm saying is, in rap, Shaq is revered for what he did. And they say, oh, blah, 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 whatever. Oh, Shaq did this, Shaq did that.
Nah, in that time he was huge.
We're talking about right now. So right now, you have to literally explain to people. You have to first of all tell people he was a rapper. Is that true?
Yes.
You have to tell people that Shaq was a rapper.
Young people.
I have to tell people that Poor Righteous Teachers was a rapper.
Yeah, I'm saying that.
But
you have to do that with Queen Latifah.
Yeah.
But right? Queen Latifah has way more records than Shaq.
Way more what records?
Queen Latifah has way longer of a career than Shaq.
And what? Maybe when she went to soul.
So, all right, so if you agree,
came to soul.
So,
I agree. Yeah.
So now Shaq and Queen Latifah is the same level.
Shaq outsold the shit out of Queen Latifah.
Why you keep talking about sales?
Like what Queen Latifah
What is the sales?
song?
Bring up the sales.
What Queen Latifah song?
I need the sales. I need the
what,
sales.
What Queen Latifah song you put in the club now that everybody's rocking to? She's on the same level. You know what I'm saying? You ain't putting you and no one's rocking to you in the club like that.
I disagree.
Today.
I disagree.
Today.
I disagree.
Nah, you bugging.
I'm like, come on now. That's the thing. Like you gotta have like the same energy for.
You answered your own question, and I said I disagree. It don't make you right. It means you answered your own question.
I'm willing to open myself up to be corrected, but I don't see where I'm being corrected when we keep saying, like you. It's either way. Are we gonna talk about back in the day or now?
What is platinum? What is platinum?
What? Listen, he hit 25 on the Billboard Top 200.
What does platinum mean? What year was this?
Probably
94.
Oh, 94?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Now what? What's after that?
And he got I Got Skills was 35 on the Billboard.
Okay.
Alright, and Outstanding made it to 47 on the 100.
That's a better song, but go ahead.
Alright, so let's get to
second album.
The You Can't Stop the Rain album.
Yeah.
I hated that shoot past slam shit, but it was always on. Like,
I think that we confusing what I'm trying to say.
So I think when I first was asking you, are you talking about hits or classics?
I ain't confusing nothing you said.
So I think you get more in the realm of classics. Shaq has no classics. I'll give you that. Like, no, like, is Shaq relevant today? No. You know what I'm saying? But the original question was, who was successful at both? Successful doesn't mean you made a classic, to me, in my opinion.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that.
It means you were successful because you sold millions of albums. You hit the billboard on every album with at least one song. For multiple albums. That's success, bro. Like, I
don't think he did that. I don't think he did that. What's his third album do? I'm trying to figure out.
The first album, we can always say Certified Platinum with 3 billboards.
It was a success.
Right? All right, let's go to the second one.
I think we're arguing about something that's ridiculous.
Shaq Food and Return. Let's go to that one.
No.
I think it's ridiculous. I honestly think it's ridiculous.
Biological Father and No Hooks. That was on the second album. You know what I'm saying? So both of those, let's see if they chart. Both of those charted. The one on 67 on the billboards and the other one 19 on top R&B. That was the second album. So let's go to the third album. You Can't Stop the Rain. That's the album I hated. I ain't gonna
didn't like that album?
I hated that album. But You Can't Stop the Rain and Straight Playing, which was both whack-ass songs. You know what I'm saying? They both charted. You know what I mean? It's 82 and 21. So I'm not saying, I don't want to sound like I'm defending.
The whole argument was this.
Go ahead. It was about Antonio Brown.
I know, right? We veered off level.
No, we didn't. We did, but we didn't. Until you say, was there ever an athlete that was successful in both
This
realms?
argument should have never happened because my point was,
we said yes, you said no.
You had to reach back. If I ask you a question and you got to go back 25 years for the answer, then I'm right.
No, you didn't have a time frame.
Listen to what I'm saying to you.
We are.
This is a fact. How? If it's 2022 and I say such and such doesn't happen ever, and you say yes it does, I say when, and you got to go back 25 years.
But it still happens.
But what I'm saying, but does it? What I'm saying is,
what's the demographic of this podcast?
Wait, slow down. No, we were getting no, wait.
Niggas.
Wait. What I'm saying is, I can sit and give you 5 scenarios, and if you reach back 25 years for the answer, that means I'm right. If I say you don't get no sex, and you say yes I do, and I say when did I say you had sex? Oh, I killed it in '98.
That's not the same question. You still had, if the question was, have you ever had sex? Yep. Yeah. In '98.
So you the man. So we know a room full of dudes not gonna clown you. What I'm saying is, hey, you know, so it's just like with Slaughterhouse.
Listen,
wait.
I love your
passion. Just like with Slaughterhouse when he was like, I never said no. I never told you I wasn't gonna rap.
Listen. Let's get back to.
But he said it every other way.
Said,
but he never said the word. So y'all gonna play semantics?
No, we did
No,
not play.
you're
semantics.
semantics.
If I say,
I can't wait till you play this back.
it's semantics.
Listen.
If you gotta
Your
reach
question-
back, if you gotta reach back to 1994,
matter.
it's not
You're
moving
moving
it.
it.
If I say something doesn't happen,
What's 2
then you
plus
gotta
2,
go
Jones?
back.
What's 2 plus 2?
How long ago was 1992?
What's 2 plus 2?
No. How long ago? That's semantics.
But no.
No.
I'm gonna take a
That's
fact.
semantics.
Yo, I
That's
love it.
semantics,
I
Liz.
love
2 plus 2.
Because if you say cops don't shoot niggas, right?
You changing the whole thing.
No, but I'm trying to tell you, it's semantics.
Listen. 2
It's
plus 2 is 4.
semantics.
You know when that came up?
It's
1,000 years ago when the
semantics.
numerical system was invented.
That's semantics.
The numerical system was
No,
invented
that's semantics,
years ago,
bro.
right?
That's
I'm
semantics.
doing what you're doing.
No, that's semantics.
You asked the question.
What I'm doing is
You
I'm trying to
never
get y'all to
said-
see that that's semantics.
You never said that it has to be recent. And this podcast, we don't cater to the young. We have to go back. What
Yes.
we're talking about.
But-
So therefore, your question,
So-
question was, what has anyone
Little
ever?
Uzi.
No.
Let's break down the ever.
I get it.
Has anyone ever?
Right?
Ever, you spend the
Infinity,
time.
baby.
You just said anyone between 2010
Yep,
and
you did.
2022.
And you know what I said?
What?
I never disagreed with you.
But yeah, you did disagree
Wait,
with us.
no. I never disagreed with you. I told you reasons why it didn't matter. Be honest. Be honest. Can I get that?
I'm listening. Go
I
ahead.
never disagree with you.
Okay.
I gave you reasons why it didn't matter.
Okay.
But it still happened.
No. But Dante, listen.
I'm listening.
What I'm saying is,
Oh shit.
that's semantics, bro. If I gotta go back for any situation,
Yo.
I got you.
that's like if it's 20 years from now,
Yep.
Yeah.
and I said you gotta go to the bathroom.
Nah. Abs. I did abs today. Holy shit.
You got cramp.
I know what's wrong
Drink
with
some
you,
water.
man.
Oh, shit. Nah, go ahead. We good.
If I gotta go back, right?
Yeah.
If I gotta go back 20 years to find the answer, yeah, I told you it's anomalies. You will always have an anomaly. Walk it out, stretch it out.
I know. I'm like, yo, you alright, bro? For real?
It's a
It's a cramp.
All right.
So it's an
And
anomaly.
here's what I agree with you. It is an anomaly.
Yeah.
But it happened.
I get it.
Yeah, it is an anomaly.
Now,
and I'm not.
I never said it didn't happen. That's the point. So if you're stuck on semantics of saying Shaq 25 years ago, when did 1992? That's 30 years ago.
I get.
Yeah,
Wait.
Yeah.
Now I'm giving y'all more credit than
Hold on, slow down. Here,
That's 30 years
hold on,
ago.
Slow down. You asked,
Actually, no, 94.
No.
94 is-
Listen, you asked the question.
I get. We don't gotta say that over and over.
Hold on.
I get it. I get that. So we're not even debating that. Y'all don't understand what my point is. When something is that
heard
old, no, wait. If something is that old, right? Yeah, you technicality, you're right. But it don't help your argument.
Yeah, it does.
I answered
Because
the question
you
with zero
did.
fat on it.
But so you answered the question, and I never
Zero
said
fat.
you answered the question, but I never said you were wrong.
Oh no. You
I
did
said
that.
it
You
didn't
did.
matter.
But you didn't word it like that. See, when it comes to wording, and when you're speaking about diction, words do matter how you put it together. If you said, "Oh, it don't matter," I can understand that.
What he
Now,
said is
I was
correct.
saying that. Y'all wasn't hearing nothing.
Yes, we did.
Y'all wasn't hearing nothing, bro.
You start explaining if you play Shaq in the club.
Yeah,
no
see?
one's gonna fuck with Shaq in the club. No, like I'm not even a Shaq
Nah,
fan. Like
you know what?
that.
I'm gonna disagree with him. I'm gonna tell you why. He's a DJ. You know he plays his music in the club.
He plays that techno electronic. What's that new shit?
And
BDM. He's a BDM DJ.
And I bet you he probably have his songs on that type of vibe.
I don't know.
Yo,
I
dude.
don't know.
Okay,
I mean,
Fliz, if you became a DJ and you could do your songs like that, you ain't gonna do it.
I don't know. I mean, if I'm Shaq, if I'm like Shaq who got like all this money, I might not give a fuck about rap at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to say straight up. Like,
Man, this dude still be rapping. When you talk about Shaq, he's still rapping.
He do.
My bad.
Listen, man. Listen. We got off.
No.
We got off.
No, we didn't. You got off. Listen, you asked
No.
the question. You said, was there ever the word ever? Once you say the word ever, you said, was there ever an athlete?
But two things can be true.
Now you sound like him.
No.
But
Two
he's
things
right.
can be
Yeah,
true. it doesn't mean. So if I ask that question, it doesn't mean that that's my whole point is blown. It's part of a bigger thing.
I didn't say your. Listen.
I get it. So we need to agree.
No, your question. See, you know what your
But
question.
you keep repeating me stuff that I agree.
No, I agree with you. No, your point. Watch. I'm gonna say what you say. Antonio Brown did a terrible job being an athlete and a rapper.
Yes.
Right. And the question is, was there ever an athlete who was a good rapper and was able to manage both of them? We said Shaq.
I said successful rapper. Well, yes, go ahead.
So once you acknowledge that, yes, Shaq did it, even though
But you wouldn't let me move past it. Wait. You wouldn't let me move past it.
We did.
You would not let me move past it. You kept celebrating that question, which I wasn't even fighting you on. Every time I would try to go forward, you're like, you're moving the goalposts.
No, that's y'all too.
But think about it logically.
I thought it was funny.
Think about it logically.
Yep.
If I ask a question and you answer it, and I'm trying to show you a broader thing of the whole thing, that's not the whole answer, right? But if y'all won't get past that, that's where we stuck at. You see what I'm saying?
You was trying to say he wasn't successful.
I was trying to say define success.
Cause you talk about they ain't playing his music now.
Yeah, that's what
you see. You
that's what
We
my
going in
debate-
circles, bro.
We going in
circles,
I agree
bro.
with him on that's where my debate came in. I was like,
We're going in circles,
and that's
bro.
why I was like, what are we talking about then? Like,
Hey,
is it
You're right. We're going in circles. We're going in circles.
no. Him, bring it to a close. It started with Antonio Brown, and you said he didn't successfully land his plane.
Right.
Then you asked, was there an athlete that ever
Which
did?
I have no right to say that because I ain't listened to his album. But go ahead.
Nah, because people was talking about it. But you might can't give an opinion, but people have given an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you said, was there ever a rapper that was able to execute that? We said Shaq. We didn't talk about his success. We didn't talk about his
And
sales.
I did question his success.
So you say will he get played now? That has nothing to do with what he did then. That's like if somebody's saying
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to flip this on you.
go ahead, Flip.
I asked that question. You guys never answered it.
What's the question?
What was the question?
I said, will it get played now? You guys was like, F that. That didn't matter.
No, I answered. I was like, no.
But wait. And then you went into a whole thing. What I'm saying
No,
is,
we ain't going nothing.
Yes, you did.
When you watch the playback, you won't be.
yes, you did. When I said,
I
if
laughed.
I said
Funny.
if they play him now, y'all launch into a whole tirade.
What?
I think here's what happened. I think when you get heated, I think sometimes you get a little cloudy. You know what I mean? And I'm being honest because it's like I think you're like, nah, fuck that, and you're battling your point, and it's like, yo, Doug, the question was this. So I know like you get like fuck that. You know what I mean?
I still disagree with your answer.
I know.
I don't think
get
he
it.
was a successful rapper.
I get it.
He had
I
a
get it.
hot song. I mean, he did some albums. I'm thinking like, bro, but it's whatever. But go ahead, finish. I'm getting
No. So that's
It is
so
finished.
that's why I started
that's what
saying
happened.
what is success? What is
Even somebody look what your man said. What's the criteria for successful?
That's
rapper?
what I'm
Numbers
saying,
and
like-
impact. See, everybody heard you.
it's like what is a successful rapper?
And then he read what he said under that.
In a numbers perspective, Shaq was successful.
No, but he
he's
said
not
it
a
modern
relevant-
Let read it. Let him
He
read
was
it.
successful, but he's not a relevant figure in hip hop, especially modern times. That's all agreeable. That's not the
We
question.
agreed.
That's not the question.
But that's the answer.
No, that's not. That can't
That's
be
the answer. You just agreed
That can't-
to it. That's the answer.
No, I'm saying you're
We
correct,
went around to get to that.
but that's not how you phrase the question, Charles.
But
Maybe
wait, but
you
it
gotta
was-
phrase the question better. Your question was just about his success. If Shaq was not successful, then there wasn't too many successful rappers. Any rapper that has multiple Billboard albums is successful. Is he making songs you like or today relevant? Hell no. Is he making songs that'll bump in the club? Hell
So
no.
you call Young MC successful?
Slow down. See, let me just say this.
No, because that's the question. Was Young
He was
MC
very
successful?
At one point, Young MC was
He
successful.
was. Is
At
he
one
relevant
point.
now?
He was.
Is he relevant now?
My thing wasn't about Shaq being relevant now. It was about. I said, just because you can bump an old school joint in the club, it makes them relevant.
But no, you was actually the question you asked was, can you play Shaq shit now in the club? And I'm like, hell no. You
Like
can't.
I said, we're going in circles.
Yeah.
Because
Holy shoot.
we're just going in circles.
I can't wait till you rewatch this.
I will never rewatch it. So we're not going. We're not going in circles. We're going in circles.
I will never read.
Oh, yo, this is funny.
Oh shit. I'm die up in this
Listen,
motherfucker.
listen, bro, listen. Listen, end of the day, the topic was
Oh my, yo.
athlete rappers.
Please, you gotta rewatch it. Just go to this part.
In the beginning, I asked Dante to name 5 rappers. He could barely give me 4 athlete rappers.
Yeah, there ain't 5 rappers.
You're right. There ain't
So,
Right.
so the overall, right? The overall thing, which I got boxed
Oh,
into
it's Marvin Bagley. That's who the guy was.
the overall thing I got boxed into defending. When you're a trial lawyer, you're gonna have mad questions, right? It ain't one question, it ain't 2, it's 10 to make a case, it's 20 to make a case. If I ask one question and you give an answer that you feel is the end all of everything, then we at a standstill. So we've been locked in for 30 minutes on one question that was irrelevant.
I can't wait till you, yo. Please, hey.
But I'm not debating it.
No, nobody's
you were
debating.
right. I'll have to give you that. Shaq was successful too. I don't agree with it. I feel like Shaq made a couple joints that people liked. I don't think Shaq stood the test of time. And I don't think he got joints that stood the test of time. I'm
That's
just
not
telling
the
you my...
question.
We agree with you.
All right,
We agree with you there.
but that's what I'm saying. Y'all locking in on one question, which is not the whole answer.
But a lot of rappers.
Wait. What I'm saying, but that's not, it's irrelevant. My point was, it's not a lot of them. It's almost none. You named one in 30 years. That's all I was trying to say. It wasn't about, it's not, the question ain't, is Shaq success? No, this shit is about athletes and being rappers.
The question should have been.
No, it shouldn't have been. It should have been what it was, because it was, when you said that.
Then you got your answer, which
because
you have to answer. That could be a fact.
But no.
I mean,
But no. I don't agree with the answer. You two still agree. I don't agree with that. We just argued about it. I don't think you won. I don't think you're right. I think Shaq is not relevant. Never. I think Shaq is not a relevant rapper.
We agree with you on that.
I don't think Shaq, even with them hit records, was ever successful rapper. So I will never agree. I can watch this 100 times. I'm never going to agree with you.
I see
I see
where you're going with it.
So
It's
what I'm
fine.
saying is, you're not
I
right.
see-
I'm
I
not
see
saying
where
y'all
you're
right. I'm just telling you, we went in circles because you're stuck on being right. I don't agree.
No, I'm answering with a fact.
Even with the question, and I don't think it's a fact.
I think you're talking about classics and maybe impact.
Right.
What I'm saying is,
and I'll agree with you.
we're
on
going
that.
backwards. Then we're going
I
back.
agree
What I'm
with you.
saying is, even with that, even if we right or wrong, whatever, that's not the point. The point is, athletes suck as rappers.
Vanilla Ice was a successful rapper. He's not relevant, and he has no real like impact.
Athletes
Young
suck as
MC
rappers.
was a successful joint. But yo,
Athletes suck as rappers. Can we agree with that?
yes, we agree with you.
All right.
Okay? Yes, we agree with that. But
And that's what we went in a roundabout. And even if hey, Court just got here. I don't know if she's been on here or not.
Nah, she just got here.
But athletes suck as rappers.
we agree on that.
So that's where we was at now. I said, name one rapper. It was more of a honestly, it was a rhetorical question.
All right.
Yo,
To
why
be
you-
honest.
You put it in the world though.
Why
You
you
put it
so,
out there.
why you so
Wait.
passionate about this?
Wait. It was a rhetorical question. It wasn't meant for an answer. Because the answer, we all know, you got to go back 30 years and it's one guy. But you can find an anomaly in anything. So the question was never to be, let me go and find one, because that doesn't prove your argument. It proves that there's one in 30 years. So the question is, Antonio Brown, most likely, and everybody else going to suck.
I'm going to get an answer for this question.
Well,
Question right there.
as far as the Antonio Brown thing, if I listen to the right thing today in my car while driving around, that Himothy shit was not freaking whack at all. I never seen him do live, and I know live might get you on some like, looks whack.
I'm going to listen to it. If it's good, I'll say it's good.
Himothy, I was like, okay. And as far as people our age, it's not an album for us. This is an album for young muckers. Now, just to put that out there.
We need to have that conversation. Does that make it a good album if it's not good in any type of situation?
Yes.
Okay.
You can't, because the thing is, what we consider dope, that's old school young people, that shit is trash.
I think Pusha T is dope. And there's a lot of people right now think it's dope.
It is what it is. As I'm saying, look, if you're going to talk about who's dope, that's always going to be like,
Subjective.
subjective. But as far as like, I'll tell you, like if you KRS-One, if you play My Philosophy, which I think is one of the dopest hip hop records in my life,
Right.
play it for a 15-year-old.
Club is over.
Boo! You know what I mean? So, that works in reverse too. You know what I mean? I'm a fan of some people. I find myself a fan of everything. But if an older person is gonna listen to like something that's new style, he's on that young boy shit. That just is what hip hop is. We are that. We separate. So that's what I'm saying. Antonio Brown, that Himothy joint that I listened to today, young people are gonna love that shit. You know, because it has right around ability. I was like, all right, this shit is lit. I was like, all right. Is he a top 5 lyricist? No. But that's not what, like, you know, his music isn't that.
I don't think you need to be a top 5 lyricist to make a good album.
But I agree. But I'm just putting it out there. What I heard, I'm not saying, oh, Antonio Brown is dope, like, lyrically. He put together a whole mixtape of dope songs. I was like, the right around ability was like, all right.
I gotta hear it for myself to know.
Yeah.
I don't know. So
once you sent me the topic, I said, I got to do some studying on this shit. I said, I don't know nothing about Antonio Brown rapping.
yeah. So I don't know if that's really his joint or not. I feel like personally, just looking at who he is as a person, I don't think Antonio Brown's gonna be a good rapper. I think it's gonna be mad. It's like Deion Sanders.
Hold up, though.
Tried to rap.
You want me to tell you what I look at? You want me to tell you what I look at Antonio Brown as?
He said, "Hell no."
Hell no what?
To Shaq ever being relevant. But go ahead. I think you two are the only guys in the entire world that's going to argue for Shaq being a successful rapper. But go ahead.
Hey.
Relevant and successful are two separate things.
As an athlete rapper, Shaq did his thing.
Relevant and successful are two separate things.
As an athlete rapper, we gave him a lot. Tracy McGrady was a rapper too.
Was better, he said.
He's right. Tracy McGrady was a rapper too.
Kevin Durant and LeBron James
Wait.
song
He
together.
said
It
was
trash.
better. Hold on, it was better.
But
Wait a minute. You could say Tracy McGrady was better. I didn't even know he rapped.
Me either.
See, that's what I'm sitting up there saying.
It's not about who's better.
It's not about who's better.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the question is who was successful.
Was he relevant? He was very
You're going
relevant.
to struggle to get to 5 out of millions of
You're
athletes.
not going to get to 5.
You're going to struggle. So that was the whole point.
You're not going to get to 5. That's what I'm saying. Let's lay it out the bed. I mean.
And I am going to. I'm actually going to cut this one up into sections.
Hell, you could.
I'm gonna cut this into sections, so we're gonna have our day in court with this.
Yep.
But I know that I was arguing that point with y'all about him being successful or not, because I still don't agree with it. I think.
But hold up, look what y'all said. As a successful athlete rapper, yeah, but people don't put him in the ranks of real
That's what
rappers.
everybody's saying.
No, but again, he was a successful athlete rapper.
That's not the question. Yeah.
That's the question.
I can't argue that. I just feel like.
Oh, Lonzo Ball, that's right. Yo,
I feel like Shaq got a lot of passes because he was rich, famous. I don't think
Shaq
people
had
liked
privilege.
that he was nice.
Shaq was not dirty.
Shaq was okay.
He had charisma though.
Here's the thing about Shaq. He did have athlete privilege. With Shaq body and shit, it's not like no.
He was able to carry a tune and get through the verse. So people were like, all right, Shaq, okay. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't like, damn, Shaq is nice.
At the time, because he was still in the time with the nice and smooth and stuff. So
Lonzo Ball is young though.
Yeah, Lonzo Ball.
He didn't say Nas was whack.
Yes,
he
didn't say whack.
He said he wasn't in his top 10.
Yeah, and he said he's not relevant or some shit like that no more. Something like that he said.
There also needs to be a conversation about hip hop, how hip hop is received internationally, and how it differs
that is
from
a
the
great
US.
Conversation.
Tupac is still more relevant worldwide right now than Pusha T, for example. Yeah.
Of course,
that's fact.
Dude, that's a...
Tupac relevant than 99% of
everybody.
Everybody.
This dude, he's in people's top 5s. Like, I don't know a person that would not have him in their
He
top
might have
5.
mentioned Pusha T because I said Pusha T.
Oh, but yo, listen.
Tupac is transcended the genre. Put it that way. He's a god of rap at this point. There's certain people who are like legend in the
So
gods.
many babies he made. Ja Rule. Who else?
A lot of people just like love Tupac.
Now think, how many Pacs has it been since Pac? Pac in the 90s, and we still ain't had one nowhere close to this guy.
Nah.
We had a lot of people try to be him, but they don't have a.
They
you know what I'm saying?
called NBA YoungBoy that tried to call him Pac.
He's not Pac.
No. You gotta see Charles, right? Okay. I like to put it. I like to put it. You know, next to you. I like to put it in a bracket. Okay. Was you drinking before I came?
Nah, I was just drinking now.
Okay, if you put it in a bracket, we was up here when Pac was alive. You know what Pac is to the younger generation?
What?
A ghost tale.
Mm-hmm.
So now, when you hear this story, they have to go and watch TV. So they watching history be relevant right now. So then when they see somebody that's acting like him or emulating the things, they're going to compare to him because of what? They ain't get to see the real thing. So we want this person to be the Pac of our generation.
Is it Michael or Macau? Well, I'm sorry, I mean,
Tupac rather than K. Dot.
Yeah, read it out loud to the people. Yeah.
I mean, in the sense that someone in Africa is bumping Tupac rather than Kendrick, for example, and I love K. Dot.
I'm not educated enough on that statement.
Now I get see. Well, here's the thing though, Africa is kind of behind when it comes to music.
I didn't know that either. I'm not educated enough to say that.
So like, cause you know how when they when the NBA or the championship, they have the both
I know
teams
about the
stuff,
clothing
and they
stuff,
send
yeah.
it over there.
But that's that's like poverty stricken Africa. That stuff.
But that's why they still behind because again, if you look at Africa, like artists that come from out of there, big time artists, what do they sound like and how they dress? Old school. They don't do like new school stuff.
I'll have to take your word. I don't know, but I know like recently there's some kids from Africa have been trying to send me beats because they're on that drill wave shit, and I'm like, I don't do that. You know what I mean? So they must be somewhat caught up.
See, if they watching TikTok and all that, because like in China, you ain't even allowed to watch none of this stuff.
No, most of it's banned.
You see? Hip hop is banned in China.
Well, I don't know about hip hop, but I know that a lot of the
cursing and all that other stuff. Yeah. So
that's right. They don't allow that shit in China. You can't
even show wee-wees. They gotta fuzz out the wee-wees in the porno.
So wow.
They gotta fuzz it out. They gotta blot it out.
See, but again, and I'm going to show you their society.
What kind of porn is that? Go ahead.
And that's why they got so many. That's why they got so many little spots that you can go to up there.
You still see the lady?
Yo, the whole point, again, like I was sitting up there saying is, our generation, we got to witness a golden era that's never going to be able to. If that ever comes back, you'll be shocked. Remember, like I keep saying, it was like a buffet. If you didn't like, because there was people that didn't like Biggie at that time.
Yeah.
Didn't like him. See, I remember.
You like Biggie?
What? I wasn't a Biggie fan.
You want to hear something interesting?
We gotta discuss that one day.
Here goes something interesting.
I like him now though.
You know, people didn't like Biggie for the reason people love Wayne. Biggie came out with his album. Diddy came out and tried to put his people on with Junior Mafia. People were telling Biggie, "Why don't you shut up? You talking too much." Like they want it because you know what it is. Remember, albums you could put an album today and that joint could last. You could stretch it for 2 years. That don't happen right now. You come up with an album 3 months later, people want to hear a mixtape. 2 months later, they want to hear another album. Like, do you see how they was on K.Net for not bringing out no music? You used to be able to stretch albums.
You used to go 5 years and people just waited.
Yeah, those days are over.
So again, to have a variety, a buffet, like if you didn't like Biggie, Boot Camp. You didn't like them. You had who was else rocking? You had your Young MCs and Tone Locs and the NWAs. It was a variety of different music that you could tune into. Where's that at? And you have to really go looking. Like you have to go like on YouTube and stumble upon somebody that actually. Like hold on, who's them dudes? The Contra Cobra or whatever. The dudes that people say you sound like the dudes that was rapping.
Yeah.
See,
yeah.
You had to stumble upon that, and people sent that to me. That's how I heard about it.
Nice, I like him.
It's 5 of them.
Well, that one song, that song is crack. Yeah, but
what song?
It's just
playing later. Contra. It's so in Contra.
It went viral. I put it on my Facebook page that for some reason people think I sound like that dude who was rapping, and I kept saying I love this dude, and they was like, you like him, you sound like him. I don't think I do, but even my girl said you sound like him slowed down. I was like, really? So I'm evaluating, do I? But anyway, back to yourself.
All right, go ahead.
Yo, we gotta get on this baby. Antonio Brown's done.
Yeah. I think we was talking about something else though. You talking about
because when he said something about Tupac, we're on a fast food era of music, quick and easy to die. Yo,
yes, yeah.
Dude, you gotta stay a regular, homeboy.
But
he's on every week.
I know. That's what I say. You gotta stay a regular.
Michael Mikhail, or I think it's Mikhail.
I think it's Mikhail.
It
looked like Michael first, but I think it's Mikhail.
Mikhail. The thing about one of the things only thing I can debate about what you said, you're absolutely right. It is a fast food. It is, but you still do have variety. And now you have variety now that you can go and look for it,
Right.
where we couldn't back in the day. So it's if you look for it, you will find it. But if you don't, if you lay idle, you will think it's not there. You know what I mean?
So I was saying, what I was saying when you went to the bathroom, I was saying, this generation is looking for their Tupac.
Strong. So,
They looking for see. We're old heads. I'm admit it. We're older. When we talk
we
about
gotta change that. We gotta change that. Like when we say that, we gotta make it like how they took it in reverse, nigga and bitch. Like we gotta make old heads.
we're fine.
I think it's cool. I love my old
No,
heads.
but no people refer to us old heads because of our energy. We have great energy, even when we perform
To a
in our
degree.
music. No,
Sometimes we stubborn. And look at how we argue. Like sometimes we like that.
Yeah.
No, that's because of the question. Wait till you rewind this tape. But like if you look at the video, you see how much fun you had. Like, see, people don't even see. They see what you did with the video. We actually see you recording it and doing it. Like, it was like, oh shoot. But again, this generation is looking for something that they can actually hold on to, because I don't hear them talk about how Drake is this generation Pac or Jay-Z or none of that for them. You don't hear this generation saying
But when
that.
we was in it, we didn't know what they was gonna be.
Nah. When we was in it,
we didn't know what Pac was gonna be.
No. You're not understanding. When we was in it, again, because we had variety. A lot of people didn't like Pac unless you was into the street.
I wasn't the biggest Pac fan either.
I'm gonna tell you a group we like Boot Camp, Black Moon. Like that was our thing. Cause
I was so steeped and entrenched in the underground at that point in my life. I didn't care about no Biggie Pac. It was all about the underground rappers to me back then.
I got a song back in the day on one Mud Kids that I was kind of like, it wasn't jabs at Pac, but it was like just speaking on, give me love, thug life. It was like trying to say like, this is what y'all consider to be, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, we kind of was like, the backpack lyricist guys wasn't feeling that stuff.
Because why? You know what we thought? Pac was confused. Because remember he came holler at to hear me, and then he came out get around. And that was the question about him. Like, are you thug life? Because even somebody said that in a song when he was dissing him. Are you thug life? Or somebody got him real good.
But he somehow surpassed all that and became a legend.
Because when he got shot, and now people was pulling for him when he got shot, and then he signed with and came out with All Eyes on Me. That was a game changer.
I'm about to say something real controversial. When Pac hit that Death Row stage, and it was Death Row East, Death Row West. He was trying to make Death Row. If you look at them videos of that era when him and Suge was trying to make Death Row East and Death Row West, and they was like coming at everybody, Pac was almost like Tekashi. If Tekashi 69, how you always beefing and
I could agree.
If he would have had an Instagram,
I can see.
All day.
I ain't mad at that statement.
It would have been ridiculous. It would have been, hey, you fat bitch, you fucked your wife. It would have been great. Imagine
Tupac was a troll before the internet.
A troll.
Yeah.
A troll, bro.
Yep.
And he was a troll in a realer time.
Right.
Yep.
Like, right now, you can troll. Back then, dudes will catch you and they hit you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll hit you now, but it's more so for fame and clout.
Right.
They're not going to hit you for you beefing. This is 100 beef records right now, just in the city alone. You know what I'm saying? So, but Pac was like really, really crazy at the end. Like, wow. And a lot of us more, I want to say logical. I'm not going to, we think stuff through. And we kind of like, we was more of a thinking MC. A lot of times we found ourselves saying, this dumb nigga, here he go again.
But
when he got shot, this is the first time. We was like, see, who told you this dumb nigga got shot? I told you. A lot of people was rooting for Pac to fail. Because he was always, it was the literal definition of doing too much.
You gravitate. See, you know what it was back then? Remember, we was kids.
Yeah, we was kids.
You gravitated to what was around your kind. Like, for instance, I wasn't around flashy dudes because the flashy dudes was the drug dealers. Mm-hmm. I remember they used to come up to me and say, yeah, you got everything else. Like I said, I always had a cute girl with us, but they would say, you need this, and they come up with knots. Mm-hmm. But that wasn't my lifestyle. Like, I wasn't into selling drugs. So when I had boot camp, I was like, oh, I could gravitate to them because I'm a rapper. They look like me. They ain't all like the gear, the Versace and everything.
But I did think boot camp, be honest with you, when they first dropped, I thought they was a little bit trying to be too hard.
They didn't come out hard.
Yes, it is.
No.
Listen to the first boot camp.
I would consider them hard.
Listen to the first boot camp. Boot camp was hard.
No,
It was not
You know what you're not understanding. Okay, in the '90s in Brooklyn, because I moved up. My mother saved my life moving me here in the '90s from Brooklyn, because that's when the razors under the tongue, the Decepticons, the Hammers, like dudes. It got rough out there, and a lot of you couldn't. You had to survive. Like I remember like when I was in school. When you see the dude coming home in their socks, they got taken for their Nike Cortez. Those were the joints. Like you had Nike Cortez. Those were the Jordans of the time. Look, most of y'all might not know. Those were the Jordans of the time. Nike Cortez.
I got some Cortez.
Me too. I got 2 pairs.
I had some Cortez on. I went to the casino, and some dude rolled up on me. He's like, "Them Cortez." I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "I hate Cortez." I was like, "Why, dude?"
those were the Jordans. Like on the first day of school. You used to see a lot of dudes coming home in their socks because they got taken for their sneakers. They got taken. So again, they was rapping about what was actually going on. They from Brooklyn. They was rapping about what was going on in Brooklyn at that time.
Yeah, but I thought Buckshot and them was we was De La Soul rappers, bro. Like we was on some tribe. Like just spit your raps. Don't get that. You know, as I grew older and I got more jaded and life happened, I started rapping more harder. But back then, when Black Moon came out, I was like, this dude think he's trying to be rough and tough. We thought everybody rapping like that was lying, which they wasn't. But back then, coming off De La Soul, Days Age and all that, Black Sheep and all that, these are real rappers.
Even if they was lying, I didn't care.
Yeah, we didn't want to hear. We want to hear all that.
I liked it. I'm saying, even if they lied.
I did like it. I grew to like it.
Even if rappers lied, take Rick Ross.
We didn't know.
Lying. I love Rick Ross.
We didn't know nobody was lying. We didn't know nobody was lying.
No, we didn't.
Till Boss got exposed, and I still to this day, who exposed that?
The girl rapper?
Yeah.
She exposed herself.
No, she exposed herself. It was a reporter came out and did a story that she investigated her. Another female reporter investigated Boss. Said she went to school.
Yeah, she did not expose herself.
It's like
she put it on her album. I had the album.
But she only put that out because she got exposed.
She got exposed.
It was a story in like the LA Times or something. Like they did a whole story.
Boss was huge.
I was like, was the exposure before the album?
No, it was after the album.
Because on Boss's album, she put on there. She had a skit where her grandmother was on the answer machine. Like, why are you talking all that stuff when you know you went to a Catholic school and blah blah blah. So I've never heard the report, but I did hear the album. I'm like, oh snap!
Nah, people might have thought that was a skit.
Yeah, people don't take skits seriously.
Somebody exposed her.
No, she got an article. They wrote. There's like she went to LSU. She was like that. Like they wrote whatever it was. She was like a girl from the valley.
She was finito after that.
They wrote a whole thing. Like they broke her down. It was like people reading like what? Because she was so hard. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a damn how you feel.
I don't really want to feel like I'm in a day. That was my shit right
Boss
there.
was hard.
Man, deeper.
She made a lot of dudes harder than they really was. They was going around trying to act like her.
She was the female trench.
Yeah, it's somebody right now that's acting hard like Boss. Who is that? But it's like, yo.
That's a great transition into the baby.
The baby, but I think baby really real. But listen.
I know he is, but
when she got exposed, it pulled back the wool on a lot of stuff that people was rapping about.
Yep.
And a lot of people had to explain a lot of stuff. And a lot of NWA had to come clean about a lot of stuff, like, which I didn't even, I used to think they was.
Ice Cube exposed them.
Well.
No Vaseline?
Yeah, but then they had to expose him because they was like, you ain't all that evil. You not no gangster either. You just an MC. You a writer. You write about people's lives.
From what I understood from all the interviews, is like Eazy-E was the only gangster in the crew, really.
And Ren.
Like I didn't hear nothing about Ren, but
Ren was hard, but Eazy-E was the money. Eazy-E really was out there making money. Mm-hmm. We wouldn't have had no NWA without Eazy-E.
So we got to talk about this baby
All right, so last topic, the baby.
What happened with?
Hold on, not all rappers lie, but all exaggerated to some extent. Like Jay-Z, 92. Yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna meet Jay one day. And I know he gonna ask me. I'm gonna be like, yo, I just have one question. And I get asked this when I got some of my biggest arguments. 92 bricks had to fall back. Hold on. What he said? He said, I lost 92 bricks, had to fall back. Gave it all back. This is all rap. So he basically saying he lost 92 bricks and went out, hustled it and got it all back and gave it to the Connect all the money.
Hey.
And everybody thinks that's a lie.
Listen, You know who you need to ask that question to? Rick Ross. Not Rick Ross the rapper, Rick Ross. Dude, do you know how many... okay, dude. When you lost 92 bricks, that means you was a supplier. You wasn't nickel and diming.
Oh, he said according to him in the song, he got fronted 92 bricks.
Listen, when you get in fronted 90... Okay.
You the plug.
You are... Okay, so
you the plug.
The way he's talked, and if you look at his stories and the Havens, they were supplying Baltimore. That's where they was going. And Jersey and Brooklyn. So let's just use common facts. So let's just say you was 92, and let's three states. Let's break that down. 3 states, 92.
What 3 states you say? What 3 states you say?
Baltimore,
Maryland, yeah.
Jersey,
yeah,
and Brooklyn.
Go ahead.
It could have been North Carolina and stuff in between.
It makes sense.
Dude,
it makes sense.
So listen, I don't even want to say nothing on record, but anyway, dude, when you're fronting something, that means you didn't have the money.
Or
you listen to the
they
word.
Trusted you. Go ahead.
When you're fronted something, means you didn't have the money.
Yep.
Everybody knows about consignments.
Mm-hmm.
Now in the underground, consignments is a whole different ballgame.
Yes, it is.
Especially in those days.
Yeah.
Now, if you lost the 92 that you was fronting, who fronted you the other 92? Do the numbers. That's 184 that you have to actually make up to nobody think of.
I want to be devil's advocate. So, I'm not saying he lost 92 bricks, gave them all back, and then say something. What I'm saying is, if he a hustler like that, right, and he lost a 92 brick in a raid, whatever, SWAT came, whatever happened, they took whatever happened, they came and took the phase or whatever. All 92 bricks is gone. Now, if they sitting on a pile of money, right, they can literally go buy 20, 30 bricks from another connect. Because you can't go to the guy you owe 92 bricks.
Right. We
can't
know
go
that.
there. And you should have some money saved up. So you go buy 20 bricks, but instead of selling
how did you lose? See, I need the answer to how you.
It's a lot. We getting off topic.
There's too many variables.
There's too many variables.
There's too many unknown variables.
No. You know what? I told you I like interacting. He asked the question. It was exaggerated. I'm going to bring some. Listen.
He could buy 20 bricks and flip them and do what he do, and then if he's a hustler like that.
Listen.
But let's talk about Dababy.
Yeah, what's going on with that? I don't know what's going on.
So Dababy all right. So what's happening is they just they released the footage of his 2018 shooting when he killed a 19-year-old kid in the Walmart.
Okay.
Do you know the full story? Because I looked at that story before. What the story was this. This was the story. I listened to what you were saying. They didn't put in full details. So the story was this. This is what happened. He's in Walmart with his kid. Y'all father, so y'all gonna relate to this.
The baby was in
Walmart with his kid.
Okay.
So while he's with his kid, there was a dude looking.
Okay.
Now he gave him the subtle
and his girl.
He was just like, not here. You know how he was just like, not here, like my kid, whatever. But the dude was still giving something about to pop off. Now if you notice, his kid was not in
the shot
because again. He went into another thing. He was trying to avoid the situation. Mm-hmm. He went away. Dude was still on that time. Mm-hmm. So what he did was got his kid and whatever away, and to see what was up. Then you see the footage. Mm-hmm. But they ain't telling the full story about he had his kid with him, girl.
So Fliz don't know what none of this is meaning though. What it is that they re-released his footage and everybody on Twitter started watching it saying. He didn't, because the charges got dropped. They want the case reopened.
Okay.
So they're trying to, in my opinion, they're trying to get him locked up.
Okay.
But in my opinion, I think the footage was released because of what he said about the LGBT.
Correct.
So they now have a manhunt. They trying to get him out of here for real.
Yeah.
And it didn't help that he just got caught. Well, not caught, but he got filmed. Punching his own artist. His own artist.
So they basically say
we
he's
don't
out
know
of control.
what he's out of control.
And then the bowling alley shit, right?
No, not. Oh yeah, the bowling alley stuff. But after that, a couple of days ago, he swung his own artist, and they was fighting. So right after that, the tape dropped. So they're trying to get him out of here. Whoever got an issue with him.
So now I get it. Okay.
So now it's a what do you call it, a hit job where they trying to
A manhunt.
yeah, they on them like they did. I hate to say this, but like they did Trump when Trump was running for office.
Yeah.
Then they hit him with the tape about snatching by the pussy.
Yep.
That's a hit job when they trying to. Even though I was like, yeah, get his ass, but whatever. That's a hit job, right? That's when they wait for you. They got something on you, but they gonna hold it.
Yep.
They gonna hold it, and then now and they drop it. So I feel like what they doing with Dababy is they trying to destroy his career.
But here's the thing, though.
Yep.
When you in the spotlight and you got past all that, you gotta move a different way.
Yes.
Like every time he get caught up in something, I always keep hearing people say, "Yo, where's his security? Where's his peoples?" And it seemed like he feeds off of getting his hands dirty.
But they be there.
That's what I said. It feels like he feeds off of getting his hands dirty.
Like Kyle said, he's gonna burn himself out. He needs to chill and enjoy his success. All this bullshit he is on will end up getting him killed. And you know what? That's true.
Yeah.
But you know what, Toe? I think you know how some dudes just cut from a cloth?
Right. I agree.
We could talk out till we blew in the face. How much talking you think Tupac heard? How many people you think told Tupac, yo, son, B, yo,
Yep.
you wildin', B? This dude say he told Pac not to hang with the dudes that shot him.
Yep.
5 shots. What do you say? He said, say his name, Haitian Jack. Like hanging out. They told him. Biggie told him. Biggie said, I told him not to hang with them cats.
Right.
But he didn't listen.
I heard a lot of interviews where people said they try to school Pac. Look at Fat Joe. Like Fat Joe, same thing. Tried to talk to Tekashi. Like, yo, you fucking around.
Yeah.
So I think you're right. People are cut from a certain cloth. Like they're just going. I work with kids like that. And like, there's a certain part of them that frustrates me every fucking day.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, last week I was in such a zone because
Tell them how you feel.
people who are cut from that cloth is like, oh, you just want to fuck up. Like,
Yeah.
like even no matter what opportunity I hand you, oh fuck that's too good of an opportunity. I want to fuck up. There are people who are like, no,
Yeah.
I understand there's systemic things, but people are just like that sometimes. You know
That's
what I mean?
just what it is.
I heard I can't remember. I don't know if this was Urban X, but I heard somebody say why this is happening. Man, if I remember the name, I'm gonna shout you out. Comment. He said, "You know why these young kids be doing what they do?" He said, "They're not expected to live a long time.
Right.
They don't want to see old age." And I actually see one of the things. This is why I love elders. Elders we're not. Even though we've been in the streets, we're not street. We never thought about, yo, I want to die. Like we want to sit up there and say, I want to take care of my family. I want to see my grandkids, whatever. But this mentality is like, I have a kid, but I don't care to see my kid live. I want to do me, and if I go, I go.
Yeah, it's not even that they don't care; it's that they don't feel like they feel like they're gonna go anyway.
They don't have no plan. I think a lot of them.
And it ain't even about the plan. It's like it's helplessness, hopelessness. When you stuck in that hood for real, your house is filthy. You got your blinds is dirt. Everything is. Everybody around you ain't going nowhere.
Even with these
people dying
dudes.
every day, all day. Like you're not feeling like there's no hope. But when I was young, I feel like there's no hope. You're like, yo, it's no hope out here. So I'm gonna do what I can until somebody smoke me. And the last thing you want to lose is your respect out here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't care how much money they're like, I don't care how much money is involved, whatever. I'm not giving up my respect just so I can have money. Because then that's when you get smoked quick.
It was Matt Hoffa podcast. I like his podcast. That's why I keep saying, even though you could consider us old heads, we are elders. And what we're saying right now, somebody might watch this and be like, you know what? I like what these men are saying. Cause we came from that arena.
Right.
We came from the streets. Like, I got touched one time and everything. And we still talk about that to this day. And people, my mother was like, I don't think my son gonna see 21. She didn't even think I was gonna see 18. And here I am about to be 45. So again, you could feel that way. Like, I don't think I want to, because I used to think, I didn't want to see 50. Because I was just like, I thought people that was 50 was too old. Now that I'm almost there, I'm like, 50 is not really even old. Especially if you take care of yourself and you have that common sense.
50's
that
way too young to die.
Right. But again, think about it. If I wasn't even street feeling that way, imagine how these kids that's actually street. Like, another thing is, when you seeing your mother on drugs, and you asking questions like, how did I come into this environment? How did I come into this situation? And it's like, what's my way out? If she can't even take care of me, who's taking care of me? What is my way out of this? And even if somebody do hit you with a bunch of money, you still in that ill mentality where it's like, I got to get out that mindset, because all money does is show you who you are, and you're gonna. It's like clock. Instead of you being a clock radio speaker, now you're a clock radio speaker with an amplifier. That's what money does to you. It just amplify whoever you are. You're gonna be worse with it, because now you have access to do more things with them finances. So that's one of the things when I look at Dababy, I don't know what's, because like when I see women find him appealing, he sounded respectful when he was on the Breakfast Club. So
He's respectful and everything.
Right.
So he's a very, the dude is smarter than he comes.
Yeah.
He's smarter than his actions, but I think his actions are triggers from the way he was grown, the way he was raised, which is helping him survive. Like,
right.
if you're not going to give up your survival instincts because somebody's saying, "Oh, we love your rap," you're not going to change your life. This is what got him here. You know what I'm saying? That's like me. I'm at my age. I'm doing what got me here. I'm not going to learn a whole lot of new tricks and turn my whole thing. This is what got me here.
But now I got a question for you.
Courtney said he's gross.
Hey, listen, Cody may feel that way, but I'm asking you a question now. I'm your artist, right? You ain't gonna think about, if somebody recording, you ain't gonna think about the perception of you smacking me on camera, how that look.
First of all, I don't think he thought nobody was recording.
It
happened out of nowhere.
No, but you know what? It's still the fact of being a man. It's like once you put your paws on me, you letting me know you.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate though.
Good.
I watched that thing a couple of times. I think that dude said something. Cause he walked past him and then he turned and what?
No.
You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna get him, he gonna go get him. He walked past him and then he turned around and started going. I think the dude said something.
I get it, but the fact is, remember, this is your artist.
That's another man in his
We
friends though. We've been knowing each other for ever. This guy is an artist that he just signed 4 or 5 years ago, however long ago. He probably don't know him like that. You know what I'm saying? So maybe they ain't that close.
But even in business, it's like you gotta see, the thing about it is you gotta show some kind of respect. Right. Like if I have a disagreement with you, like first of all, it's gonna be behind closed doors. Think about it. Me and you had a little, and he didn't even know about it. You see what I mean? And it got resolved, and it actually made us stronger and better.
Right.
You see what I mean? It's like that's the things you have to do. Like when you're a general and everything, forget leader. When you're a general and you leading troops, like you told me, you said as a leader, you got to be a better example. I couldn't argue that. And he got to be a better example. So the fact of the matter,
everybody not built for it.
I agree.
Everybody not built for it.
But the fact of the matter is, listen. See, one of the things that I hate about
we're talking about Dababy, y'all.
One of the things I hate about these rappers nowadays. Remember, the rappers before us had to go through all of this cold crush and everything to get us where we are right now. Y'all making all of this money. And you know what y'all act, and you know I don't even talk like this, but y'all giving us the Dave Chappelle special. That's what I'm gonna start calling it. Should have never gave your niggas money. Because again, look how y'all acting with it. And you making us look bad. So even though none of us is like that, that's the perception that everybody's gonna take about us. They're gonna be like, these are dudes with money, and look how they acting.
I mean, I don't want to go off Bill Cosby on me, but I mean, some of this stuff is a product of your environment. You know what I'm saying?
If you never had this shit, you don't know what to do when you get it.
No, I get, but you know what? See, this is when. See, you know when I'm gonna have more respect. Well, I'm not. Let me watch out before I say this, because I don't want to sit up there and act like I don't know what's. This is why I don't like speaking on things I don't know. But I'm saying some elders that's around these dudes, like a Jay-Z and all them. That's when you need to sit these dudes down and say, "Yo, listen, young man, this is not a good look, and why it's not a good look." Because I don't want to sit up there and act like they're not doing that or they haven't done that. So that's why I want to retract my statement before I make the statement. But that's one of the things. If I ever come in contact, whenever I come in contact with youngins, I always ask them what's their goals, what's their plans, and you are representing us. Like that's why with Dreamville, he's our representation. He's the next up, Rhode Island, and the dudes that won the other day, those are the next up for Rhode Island. So maybe we didn't put Rhode Island where they need to be, but we need to help these dudes get where they could get. So maybe they could set it up for the next generation after. That's my mindset. So Dababy, like, you right now is in that position. You're not just ruining it for yourself. You're ruining it for those that's coming after you.
That's a fact.
I don't think certain people get that deep with it. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I got my bag. I'm doing what I do. you live your life, I got. That's how I think.
Yeah.
Just working with young people, I know a lot of them don't think like that. They're
No,
like,
I agree. No, see, I agree. But Fliz, you know what? They respect you enough that you can get their ear. And you know what? Let me. I'll use myself. I was a wild kid. I wasn't one of them street dudes, guns and all that. But I was a wild kid. I was into everything. But when the OGs, like, I hung around a lot of gang leaders, all kinds of stuff, but they used to put in my ear, like, yo, you don't want to be a part of this. That's why I never joined the gang, because they used to tell me, you don't want to be a part of this.
Real OG.
And so, I always...
But who the hell they letting in?
What happened?
I was recruited in the mad gangs, but I was nobody's street dude. Like I was never in the streets. Everybody who knows how I grew up, I had my mother and father who would whoop my ass from the South. So I've never claimed to be a street dude, but for some reason, street shit always found me.
You was around more street dudes than I was.
But no, I know the hood. Everybody loved me. I had back. Don't get it twisted, but I was never that dude. I always told people I'm not built for jail. I'm not going to jail for nobody. You know what I'm saying? I was that dude when everybody was on that hardcore shit. Oh, you can have your shit. I'll visit your ass once in a while, but I ain't going to jail with your monkey ass.
You know
Fuck
who messed
that.
it up?
Who?
Take the devil's advocate.
Who?
Will Smith.
What do
He
you mean?
messed it up. What do you
He
mean
just
messed
messed up that OG argument. Because with all that, we're saying
smacking.
Will Smith went up on stage and smacked another grown man.
That's what I said in the thing.
I take that like Styles P's album, A Gangster and a Gentleman. Like you can be like in a sense like
you
can
can't
be
clean
a
that
male.
one. You can't
No,
clean
no,
that
I'm
one
saying-
up.
Will Smith is a bad example for what I'm about to say, so I'm not gonna say Will Smith. I think sometimes a man will act as a man does, and that doesn't make him a gangster. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to parse that up. I mean, oh yeah, for real. Not Courtney, not now, not my old age. But like, when I was young, there was people who wanted to shoot me. People came at me with guns. I was the nicest dude ever growing up.
You was big. Though.
I loved everybody.
Big and, like, husky.
But yo, people just wanted to hurt me, dog. And it was
it's like to chest their own.
yo, for real.
strength.
I remember, like, I'm not gonna name names because
Yeah, but he
everybody
wasn't
knows
like that.
everybody.
Huh?
But
He wasn't like that though.
I was never.
His demeanor,
But the funny thing is, I was stronger than most people. I remember people trying to jump me. I'm slamming them. Like, you know, like, I was always stronger than people in my age bracket. Because my father.
Now I gotta believe what he just said.
That's what I'm saying. They want to see. Let me see
My
if I can
father-
get him.
No, my father, I had a father. My father would be like, Travis, that's my real name. Travis, go to the back and we had a garage that was torn down. Go move those cinder blocks from that side of the yard to that side, just because.
Oh, he was on some
kept
Mr.
me-
Miyagi shit.
I didn't know why he did. I just hated it, but I really kept me like stronger than everybody else. So, like, I'm the nicest dude ever. I'm not into like killing or nothing. I never fired a gun, none of that.
We got to wrap it up.
But people was always trying to find me with the violence. Like, what the hell did I do? But it's funny, but like you said, everybody knew me. I had such back from people who were so powerful in the streets that they were like, you fuck with him, you fuck with me now. Because he's a nice dude. And even one of my recent boys, Scott said this was funny. Scott was like, he goes, if someone got a problem with Trav, I know it's them because he don't ever do shit to nobody. You know what I mean? He goes, so I gotta fuck that other dude up. I was like, yo, what? But nah, problems always came after me for some reason. Not a street dude though. I love everybody. I'm the dude who knows saying I'm gonna give you a hug. I'm that dude who tries to school the youth to stop doing dumb crap. That's who I am.
And kick the truth to the young black
Exactly.
youth.
You know what I mean?
Nah, but he was saying about that Will Smith thing. Nah, I'm telling you, it's like
I should have brought the breadsticks down.
you gave the imagery when Will Smith smacked another grown man on stage. You gave the imagery. I told you that was the green light season.
That wasn't his first time smacking somebody though.
I don't know, but again, it's
Why you say that?
You seen he smacked that reporter who tried to kiss him?
no. But here's another thing though. It's when he smacked him.
Yeah, that was
You
a bad
smack
time. That was a
them,
bad look.
Like, it's an award show where everybody's dressed. Because remember, what they always say, the reason why they want us, we love you, Travis.
Thank you, Jamal.
It's like, you know how when clubs want you to dress up because they think that if you're dressed up, you're not going to act up. They at the Oscars, the highest of highest.
Yep.
And he's
I
still.
agreed. I was disappointed.
I told you.
I was so disappointed, dog.
I said that was a green light season, and then so you got these youngins And then you don't want to know the worst of it?
Someone saying hi to your wife.
I'm trying to see if she's on there. I don't think she's on there.
Yo, we are in the trolling era, and you know how much attention that got?
Oh yeah, a lot. I did a TikTok on that shit myself.
I know, I see it.
I had to go on that. Yo, it's funny. I did a TikTok where I'm like sleep and I put a caption like that slap was so loud it won't be like I woke up out of my bed like, oh,
like
shit.
what was that?
I was like, what was that?
So again, just like we was talking about Shorty, that youngin, what's her name? Corey Ray.
Mm-hmm.
Her album Brick. And what did she come up? Yo,
stop saying that.
Did y'all see that picture of her? Yo, she had a picture, right? I sent it to you.
With no shirt on with the money.
First of all,
Oh yes, I did. That was her?
Yeah, see?
Oh, all right.
You thought it was an Asian guy.
I thought it was some Asian girl. I thought the girl, but I didn't know that was her.
See?
Indonesia or something.
Yo, you know what we're going to do next week? We have to do this. Female rappers want us to respect them as lyricists, right? But why do they always resort to something sexual?
You're going to have a problem because they don't always do that.
I didn't say
Shout
all.
out, shout out to my female cipher that's about to happen on May 21st. I got 5 dope females coming to the boiler room, and it's gonna be they're gonna bar it down. It's not that shit, but I just wanted to shout that out.
We're going to judge them harshly too.
Oh yeah, these are seasoned
I don't
girls.
judge, you know.
These are seasoned girls, dog. Like they don't give a shit.
Nah, y'all, you don't think? Listen, first and foremost, okay, as soon as her album breaked, she wanted the album to be respected. The next thing you know, she's somewhere with money, holding up. Like, what did I tell you the last time? I'm like
Men look at it crazy, but we also got to say, why can't they do that? We do that. Men do that. Men out there with no shirts on and doing whatever they want.
who?
A lot of these kids got
I'm
no
not
shirts.
paying attention to them.
A lot of kids got no shirts and they got the chain on and they doing all this and that.
This discussion is gonna head somewhere biological, because it's a slippery slope. But I'm just gonna say, like, let's be 100,000% honest. For females to get a certain level of success, most likely they gotta do some hoe shit. I don't want to get in trouble, but I don't want to start trouble. But no, I'm not saying I want that because I like lyrics. But as the masses, for some reason, and this is an indictment to females, because females always thought we want to do this. How come you don't support that shit then? How come those albums always flop when a girl's trying to spit bars? But all the feminists will be like, oh, but you gotta talk like a hoe. Why aren't you supporting those girls?
Facts on what, Courtney?
So
Talking about Flair.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I said the same thing about the WNBA. Why aren't the WNBA making as much money? I asked all those girls, said, do you watch the WNBA? No. You don't even watch the WNBA. You're like this is what I'm talking about. You can't fight every cause. So I'm saying, so when a girl starts rapping like a hoe, and she goes platinum, and then girls shouldn't rap like a hoe, then support them when they're not rapping like hoes.
Correct.
Yeah, they come out the woodwork.
And I'm indicting females. Every female who claims that shit should be supporting that shit.
What was that?
Yeah, like everybody went Paul WAP.
Yeah.
No, so everybody supported that shit. Know what I mean? Straight up.
And if you reposted it to diss it, you just supported it.
Yeah, thank you. Because dissing gets more like traction than love. It's crazy.
Yo, go pick up Paradigm, diss it as much as you want.
I know, right?
Yo,
They got my Antonio Brown shit now.
that's why I told Charles, yo, put my album up, man. They gonna be looking for his and find mine.
Straight up.
Oh,
I'm putting up tomorrow. So we're gonna recap. Let's recap what we talked about tonight for the people who didn't get to hear from the beginning.
You gotta always shout it out for Courtney, because she always come. Yo, Courtney, I support.
I support shit. Yo, thank you for being honest, though, Courtney. Yo, Courtney, thank you. You know what I'm saying?
I support whole shit too.
Not me.
I love hoes.
I support a lot
Man,
of
listen,
these
you ain't gonna
niggas.
never ever hear me dissing no hoes. Listen, I love hoes, and that's the thing about it is, why we always having this conversation about let a hoe be a hoe. I don't care what they do. Like, listen, drop it like it's hot. I never complain. I was watching 2 Live Crew back in the day.
Nah, I like my ladies rep. I like.
No, you don't.
Yes,
Listen.
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 Hey, question. Have you ever seen me with a hoe? All the females you see me with, have you ever seen
But
me
we talking
with a
about
hoe?
rappers.
I'm like,
I ain't listening to no whole rapper either. I'm just not.
You ain't listen to too many females anyway.
Yeah,
That's the thing that people don't.
I love Foxy Brown.
People
My
need to
mom be the
understand. You just
drama.
went back
He got me
25
cooking
years.
that car.
You went back 25 years.
Answer your question. Have I
Listen.
seen you with a hoe? Have you boned some hoes? But you been did you wife?
Ah,
I'm talking about when you see me.
Shorty's in the building.
I haven't seen you wife someone I would say is a hoe.
Wait, let me
you
say this.
boned some hoes.
Let me say this. We never talk about that. This is a male-dominated field.
Yeah, definitely.
Go ahead.
You have to spark interest in yourself. If you want to play in a male-dominated
All right,
field.
before we close out, because I'm going to shut this argument down right now.
Let's extend it.
No, before we close out, because
You're
first of all,
not witness.
MC Light was not hoish. Show me what she was ever hoish.
MC Light.
Yeah.
MC Light, as far as like magnitude, she's a cultural icon, but you see, she couldn't even go platinum.
Even beyond that, MC Light came out in 1983. Like
83.
84. Like
I thought it was like 88,
Dude.
87.
Hey, slow down. MC Light. At the end of the day, wait. Let me say. You just said MC Light. MC Light struggled. She came out in an era where everybody was just about rapping.
Yep.
It stopped. That stopped within 3-4 years of her coming out.
I agree.
It changed. The industry grabbed it and started making it about you gotta have an image. You gotta do that.
And she feminized herself. Remember?
Feminize yourself.
Yep.
And guess what she wanted? A roughneck. Gotta get a roughneck. Hey, I gotta get a roughneck. I need it in the butt.
But guess what? No.
She said that.
I'm like, he made that shit up.
Yo, listen.
Shout out to MC Light.
Okay, I get what you're saying. When Sweet Tea came out, Sweet Tea was on that.
Before Light.
No, Sweet Tea
Nah.
was after, buddy. Yo. Yeah, you ain't even know who she was. And you didn't even know she had another song called Strawberries.
Slow down.
Ooh,
End of the day,
slow down.
If they went at the same time,
Yep.
it wasn't that much different.
It
The
wasn't
same
that much,
year,
yeah.
bro.
No.
It wasn't like.
Not,
go ahead.
Light predates her a little bit,
Yeah,
but
no.
they're pretty much the same.
The point that I'm making is Sweet Tea. See, a lot of people
On
look
the
at
smooth
Foxy.
tip.
She came up with that showing her body out like that. Sweet Tea.
Yep.
Rest in peace to her. She started because if you go watch that video, Strawberries, you might want some
What
motion.
about the real Roxanne?
Can I check? I was gonna say that. I'm gonna tell you what really changed rap. Was how fucking fire the real Roxanne was.
Right.
When that light skinned chick hit that tick, she wasn't dressed provocative.
Was she like Spanish or something?
She was Spanish. This chick, when she hit the screen, dudes was like, "Ay, Dios mío."
She was black as shit,
But
she was fly.
But again, 'cause that's like Sheila E. They was cute. Like
Yeah.
we got that. See, it's appealing.
And that era was when Prince had the Mary Jane girls,
Yep.
Apollonia. How would you gonna compete with that if we we're rapping? You had to go. So it was bigger than rap.
But again, they didn't have to get over and vanity, man. 'Cause tonight,
Yeah. So my whole thing is, people always knocking. First of all, people always knocking whole rap, but we don't care when Luke does it, right? Doo-Doo Brown. What's Doo-Doo Brown? Okay, so who Luke? Bushwick Bill was talking about raping corpses,
I ain't listen to that.
right?
But-
We didn't care what they were talking about, but soon as the females do it, right? Then we gotta. They need to not do this. This is
Listen,
wrong.
nah.
You know how many sexual all his stuff was about sex, right? Then we had Jodeci, all these rappers singing about sex. R. Kelly. Why the female? When the female does it, it's wrong. This is what's male chauvinist.
It's wrong. Period.
You're
To
right.
me, it's I get what y'all saying. It's wrong to me. Period. But like again, ladies first. Like if you tell me like Queen Latifah's first album was one of my favorite albums. The Queen, what was it?
The
called?
first one?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, man. All Hail the Queen?
Yeah, All Hail the Queen. And like ladies first, I like Moni Love. See, I like to listen to a person out, and I was into fun. Again, like I keep saying, when you hear me say Foxy Brown, what's the song you always hear me say? The Promise. She went in on The Promise. All that other stuff, Gotta Get You Home Tonight and all that. That was cool and all that.
I
But
like
I'm not,
that song.
I'm not all into all that. Just like with what's her name? Little Kim. No Time. I'm all into a little, like, even though Crush on You was banging, I didn't really like the representation of herself in the video. But again, I don't have no problem with a woman expressing themselves. You know what? Express yourself. Feel free. I have no problem, but don't over sexualize yourself. Is my point.
I think
That's what I'm saying.
I think everything has a starting point, and just for shock and order, it's so things don't get stale. It gets worse. It gets worse. It's gonna get so. Therefore, like Little Kim, did the leg spread. Next girl gonna come along, gonna show the camel toe, and then it's like every generation you gotta kind of top it because it's kind of been done. But what I'm saying, I agree with you, Charles, and I don't care if any girl rapper or female rapper is doing all that nasty shit. I just me personally, I don't think it's hot. But do I think a female is dope? I will be on TikTok if some old fly, thick stallion of a chick on TikTok. I'll give it like, oh god.
Told you that's why I ain't on
I'm
that.
like,
I told you.
or something like, no. As a man, I'm a heterosexual man who, when I see, so if I see a video with a bunch of girls on, like, I'm like, damn, I'm watching the video. I'm like, that got me, you know. So I don't want to be a hypocrite. I don't want to be a hypocrite and say no. Like the female body stimulates.
Oh no, of course the female body stimulates me.
One of the biggest rap videos on YouTube is a video where the rapper ain't even in it. It's just a stripper stripping through the whole song.
Yakin K, Technotronic.
Is that it?
I remember just had the black girl going just dancing on this beat is Technotronic.
No.
I thought you was gonna say
this was about
Erykah Badu.
This is about 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh damn.
I can find, but it's like a World Star. It's on World Star, but. Is a rapper, and the whole video is this black chick. She's a strip. She's like, I don't know what she is, but she's just dancing.
Yep.
And that's the whole video, and that thing was already at millions of views.
Yep.
There ain't no rapper in the song in the video.
Hey Courtney, wanna dance in my video?
Because let's be honest.
See, that's
even females, and this is why I hate when females debate
it's her choice. It's not,
Listen, hey Courtney, yo, you want to get 1 million views?
The average female will watch a video of a girl doing wild, crazy shit, rather than a woman preaching Afrocentricity or history of knowledge of the Tainos, like you know what I mean? It's like, yo, that's just not what the average female who's gonna turn on watch some shit wants to hear. Mm-hmm. That's a certain subsect of like, oh, we want to be intellects. That's what I'm saying. It's like they're
talking about herself dancing in the
video.
Oh, you used to.
No, I said I wanted to
show us some videos.
You guys are gross.
No, but don't say as a guy I understand, because if I had to be a label owner, I do know if I put like some sexy bad shit on it, it's gonna bring. If I said this, if I owned a business, right, it's messed up that, but I know my first thought be who's attractive to bring. I got this. True story. I worked at Pier 1 for 2 days, right? You see, I'm a big dude. I'm not like particularly like that fly dude. I think I am, but you know what I mean? They hired me and 2 banging chicks the same day, right? At Pier 1. You know, they purposefully kept my ass in the back, and they just had like, because these 2 girls were just so appealing.
Yeah.
And that's when I found out, and I was a young dude. People hire for that. Like, you see, you might hire a fly secretary because people like attractiveness. Right. Same thing for the business. Like, there's nothing that can draw like a sexy looking female can draw shit. Like, honestly.
No.
Like, and he knows, because let's go to a restaurant. There's a fly freaking waitress. He acts a fool.
Yeah, and you know what?
Fool.
Hold on.
What are you talking about?
Stop it. Listen.
Wait a minute.
You want to see my shit? If it's a dude, he don't get on like that. Soon as it's a fly ass waitress, Dante be on his like, oh, blah 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 blah.
So wait. So with
I ain't talking to no dude.
With that being said, right? With that being said, you will be the first one saying don't over sexualize. Right?
Yeah, go ahead.
But men they gravitate to that girl in the room. Females will tell you, you put 3 mediocre chicks over here and 1 super banging. Guess who getting all the teeth? They all the teeth in their face. This one.
Listen,
Sally Sue Rogers.
First of all, he's lying, because if you got a man, I don't do that. But if you don't have a man and it's up for grabs, then we talking. But
I wish Scott was here.
So you tell the truth.
I wish Scott was here.
No.
It's like, we know, the waitress bell. Watch this.
He going on hyperdrive.
Why is this nigga Dante doing some shit?
Nah, I don't.
You are what you are.
Listen, I don't.
It's not a diss, yeah. You like women.
Of course I like women.
That's what I'm saying. When you see a attractive female, you react to the shit.
That's the same thing go to rap.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Now the opposite effect too. I want to say this without hurting no feelings. We went out to a show in Mass, and it was this crew of chicks. And they were busted. Busted. It was like, all right. Now, we looked at it because it was so unbelievable that these chicks was just busted, acting this fly, right? They thought they was looking whatever. And we was like, this is really gross. Like, it was weird. Like, and it's like, it had the opposite effect. Mm-hmm. Even though they was over-sexualized.
Was they fat?
No. It was just, they was
like,
so
it was like. still would have smashed.
No, it was a bunch of, like, Coil Rays up there, like.
Somebody still was smashed.
Oh, they were like.
I mean, somebody.
Boy,
it ain't hard to get smashed, bro.
Huh?
It ain't hard for a chick to get smashed.
I know that somebody smashing it. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So what I'm saying is, we want to see what we get more into what we like, and if it's the sexier it is, the better, right? Why do you think OnlyFans is popping so much?
I noticed I don't go on OnlyFans.
And why do you think Twitter's popping right now?
Dude, you see what I do on my Twitter.
And why do you think everything's popping? Instagram is popping.
Look, you want to see my?
No, I'm not accusing you.
He's not talking about yours. He's just saying in general.
No,
like,
again, see, listen.
Every social media they come out with, is gonna blow up. Guess when it's gonna blow up?
Sexualized. I know.
When all the thotties going there.
TNA
you know what's so funny? When they was trying to take that off of OnlyFans, their numbers.
Wow.
Whoa! They was like, yeah, they scared
like,
on that. No, but here's the thing with me. Yes, I like women.
I'm not going past 2.5 hours.
I adore them. 5 minutes. I adore them. But the thing with me is I still have a respect for them. I have a mother. I have sisters. I have nieces. I have aunts. And if I don't want nobody to do them wrong, I ain't going to do nobody else's wrong. But the thing with me is, like I keep telling y'all, I'm not going on Instagram looking at chicks that I can't have. I better be able to see you face to face. You better be within my reach. Like, what's really good.
It's not, it's not about.
He just got on there, so.
Yeah, I'll say with myself,
I'm not
I don't go on social media hunting for any kind of females. It's just put there. Like I just scroll in, you're just like, oh, what's that? You know, but I just being honest, it's like it is gonna grab my male attention. Like, oh, damn.
No, it's gonna grab.
She's doing something disgusting.
That's what. Listen, when I used to, you know why I didn't want social media? When my friends, I used to use their phones, and I seen it, all you see was the big. This was back in the day. I was like, yo, dude, why y'all keep looking at these chicks like you can't have them? Let's go look at chicks we could have. That's why strip clubs took off up here, because strip clubs wasn't that big and everything. But now, because it's like, to me, it's like, I don't want chicks everybody else could get. I want chicks that you can't get. Where they at?
Wrap it up,
I like the hunt.
Did we cover all our topics?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
talked about the white rappers, privileged, and we agreed that
shout out your
they
man.
Still got to do the work. They still got to put the work in.
Who?
The white rappers, even though we actually was like, they really not all that privileged because it takes so hard to get to.
No, it's two sides of it.
Once they get up there, then they can get what they need.
I don't think no more though. I think in that Vanilla Ice, Eminem, LeVar, Milkbone Face, I think in that realm of in that age of hip hop, white rappers had a ladder to climb.
Yeah.
They had to prove themselves.
After Eminem.
I think now in the internet age, white rappers is just good.
You can throw your shit up on.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
All right, so then we talked about old rappers. Yep. I really was like, we talking about KRS-One, should he quit, and different people that sound old, and what's the criteria of being old, and we came to the conclusion that if you sounding old, you're wasting mad money, you're losing mad money at it, and you're not effectively engaging new topics, and your music
and it's
sounds
hurting
dated,
your life,
and it's hurting your lifestyle, then you should quit. Other than that, if you feel like whatever, and I still won't tell people, if that's in your heart and you want to make 80 records a year and just listen to them yourself on repeat, then knock yourself out.
But you know what? I want to say this on wax. We had a friend who came out with an album, and I listened to it, and I'm like, compared to what you used to sound like, I told him, don't put that album out. That's not you. And you know what? They didn't want to listen. Now you know what he did in his own album? Trashed it himself. You can't even get it no more. So again, that's why I be sitting up there saying, y'all don't want to tell somebody to retire, but the fact of the matter, if I hear, like, yo, why do you think I always want y'all to hear my verses?
You know what we're going to talk about next week?
What?
Criticism.
Yes, we could do that.
Can you take criticism? And we talked about, this week, Antonio Brown. We got into a huge debate about Shaq. I think that was the first clash of the night where we went all in.
No, because of you. Watch when you watching it. Watch when you
No,
watching
you
it back.
watching it, yeah. I'm gonna have to
And
watch
that was between y'all two. I was just sitting here laughing.
And then the last one was Dababy, and then we started talking about, for some reason, Queen Latifah and Lil Kim, and we didn't even talk about, but we talked about females doing
Yo, because
whatever.
they don't have to over sexualize themselves.
2 hours and 30 minutes. I'm ending this. Y'all appreciate y'all being here. Shout out to Courtney for coming in. Shorty came in. Wifey.
Jamal. Macau. What's his name?
CJ. Chop. I know it's hard to stay with us for 2 hours.
Major.
But y'all did it.
Now they be them numbers be going up.
Yeah. So we gonna chop this up this week.
Watch my new video out, y'all. It's called What Up, What Up. An artist named Flizz, Flizz, and the song is called What Up on YouTube. All right?
And Paradigm is about to hit the waves. CLB. We only